All right. I think it's only fitting if Jacoby goes ahead and gives the intros. We are live. Show what you got, Captain.
Well, hello there, everybody. I am Jacoby DJ, coming in from many, many years ago. As you can see, my camera doesn't work very well right now, and until just moments ago, it was truly in black and white, so, this is who I am at this point. I am joined with my co-host, SSJ8 Cody, Vex is the Lurking Legend, and Straw Hat Lucas. Looking beautiful today, Lucas, I must say. How is everybody doing?
I'm doing good. Doing great, actually. I told the boys about it beforehand.
Oh my God.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. This has derailed my iceberg entirely. I had it right before stream, and now I've lost it. Give me one moment here. It was so good. But
if this isn't like a
black and white, guys.
If this isn't setting the tone, this is literally going to be the most scuffed stream I think we've ever put out. But lock in.
Didn't even notice Lucas. Come on, Bill.
Lucas's cameras never look better, if we're being honest. Vex is locked in and Cody's locked in.
I don't know. I think I need to shape my beard up a little bit.
For real though, bro. That thing's getting a little out of hand, man.
My hat ain't fitting quite right.
Oh my God.
That's a little fat, that hat, bro. What's going on?
Oh my goodness. Guys, icebreaker tonight. Give me a general synopsis of one of your favorite animes in the transatlantic accent.
Oh my God. I've been doing it, boys. Y'all gotta lock in. Let's hear it.
Yeah, see, well, you see, it all starts one day in 2010. I can't even. I can't even give you an actual synopsis without spoiling shit. No, it's so funny because if you know anything about Steins Gate, I can't go much further than that.
Yeah, that's true.
I just can't.
Well, in West Philadelphia, you see. No.
Oh my God, no.
Bruh.
Well, you see, one day this boy grew up without a daddy. You see, because his daddy was like, I really like your mommy, and then his mommy died, and his daddy was like, I'm gonna put your mom in a robot, and then he really cared about the robot, and then the robot got really big. See, really big robot, and then the boy went off and was like, I don't like this really big robot. You see, but I feel my mommy inside the robot, so I'm gonna go inside and try to pilot a robot. Yeah, see, and after piloting the robot, child begins to feel that what he doesn't need is his mother's love, but to accept himself. You see, like a good old Jackie Robinson. God, he's hitting a home run.
No, my favorite part about any of this is that if you just look at the little Jacoby PNG on Lucas's little quadrant, it's intently listening. It's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Please tell me more.
Listen, all right, I got mine, boys. I got mine. What would you do to bring your mother back? What would you do to bring your brother back? Would you give up an arm and a leg? This is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh.
I'm not gonna go.
Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Cody came out like an actor who's like, let me get 45. I got 45. Do I got 50? I got 50. I got 50. Do I got 60? I got 60. In the back to the gentleman with the beard.
My thing is, even in a
one
normal,
of my favorite anime of all time, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
No, but even in a non-transatlantic accent, just in my normal voice, giving you a quick synopsis of Steins Gate is also, it just seems impossible. You know what I mean?
This is facts, because Vex, when he got me into Steins Gate, I was like, listen, I really can't tell you much about it.
Yeah, just
man, they got bananas and Dr. Pepper and fucking time machines, and you just gotta lock in. They got gotcha puns. Come on, what more do you need?
Let's go.
Gotcha, Kuta. Let me tell you about the trash man.
Yeah.
So
what if we threw a boy in a pile of trash and he came out stronger than he's never been before? What if he fell from an
like a butterfly, thinking like me.
A place very clean, very clean. The people are so clean. And now he's dirty.
Mohammed Rudo.
We have the best trash.
All right, what the hell is up, guys?
People
I hope
saying
everybody's feeling as crazy as we are today. We're definitely on one.
We're in rare form today, y'all.
We are in rare form. As you see, we're here on a Thursday because Tuesday did not work for us. Life happened, and as you guys know, my computer kind of has a mind of its own. It does what it wants. So for right now, we're praying to the computer gods that I'm able to stay here with you guys. But boys, I'm ready to talk about some damn anime. There's
Dude, I'm so
there's some crazy
upset
stuff going on.
that we missed Tuesday because it would have been the funny day. It would have been the funny day, guys. So we missed. That's on me. But we're happy to be here today with you all to lock in. And first up on the docket, we got to talk about Wistoria. Now that the prologue's finally over.
It's finally over, guys.
It's finally over,
the story
guys.
can begin, and this is it, dude. A brand new anime. A whole new world. So I'm gonna be real, boys. I've been out of the conversation for a little bit, and I finally got caught up. I'm gonna be so real. I haven't finished the most recent episode, but I'm like halfway through it.
Look at this boy.
But having finally caught up, because I've been a little bit behind on Wistoria, dude, like Will is still the absolute GOAT. Like he is such a good MC, but like this pattern has like already to some degree become a little bit like frustrating for me. I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit weird about just kind of coming right back into it and it just kind of being the exact same plot we kind of just watched, but just on a higher scale. But that being said, these episodes continue to turn it around for me as I start to kind of like lose my interest during each one. Like there's a moment where I lull and then it kind of tends to bring it back. Like, how are you guys feeling like at this point now that the, anime has officially started?
Now that it's officially started, it's crazy.
Believers going. I'm sorry. I think there's a lot of promise still to this show. There's still a lot of things that I want to see with like them introducing this. Now we're in the front door of the tower. We're like stuck in the lobby, and there's still a long way to climb. But I get what you mean on the formula thing. I think that this is a good. It's being set up that Julius is going to be getting some like really good shine and depth, and if he truly is going to be somebody who intends to fill the slot of Magia Vander after Elfaria, then like he needs to get some development. And I think in the most recent like episode and a half, we get some really solid moments from him. And I like that because he needed it the most. Like we saw Scion after season 1, like actually respecting Will and like throughout the events of Terminalia or whatever the fuck. And like, even once they were like all colorless and into the first floor, there was like an inherent level of respect. Like he's holding Will in this different spot in his mind than he was before when he was just throwing slurs at him the whole time. So it's like we've seen some good development from him, and I needed to see something from Julius. So I'm happy we're getting that. As far as the most recent episode, I can't speak too in depth on it because I think you should watch it. And I want you to be able to do that like without my opinions of it, like, already kind of formed in your mind. But like, I'm just kind of chill. It feels like they could spend a lot of time here, but with the whole like the next exam's only a week away instead of 6 months, like they're obviously trying to escalate the timelines. And so like I'm just I'm excited to see what's next. I'm not necessarily super excited to see what we're currently getting, but I'm not bummed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I can honestly echo that. Like, it's not like I'm like disappointed in this or sad about it by any means, but it's just like I'm not itching for the next episode, but I'm enjoying my time I'm spending with it. And like obviously maybe that'll change like by the end of this like next episode or whatever. But like it's been good, it's doing well, and Will just like still so sick, dude. Like he's awesome. But it's just like, man, like this dude just can't prove himself no matter what he does. And he even says that. Like I like that he actively acknowledges it. He's like, dude, every single time I think I've gotten somewhere, I haven't. And to be fair, the end goal of this story is for him to get there. So like it makes sense that we're not there just yet. But I don't know. I feel like I've lost a little bit of the wind in my sails for it. Cody, where are you at on it? You seem pretty stoked on it right now.
I lost a lot of the wind in my sails when I started putting together the formula myself. Like like Kush Daddy said, he said it best. Carradwin showed up on screen, and it should have been me.
Yeah,
it should have been me.
This is so real, so real.
But I mean, it's without spoiling too much because like I want to hear your thoughts on the next episode when you finish it. I think where we could spend a lot of time on this next exam. I'm just kind of I'm whatever about it. It's like Will's just gonna bust it out again, and it's they've literally like just shown it. It's like I don't really feel the stakes anymore if there are any.
Exactly. Yeah. And like I'm sure we're going to get a more antagonistic character here soon. I imagine they're going to set something like that up outside of just yet another teacher who's just looking down on them. You know, but yeah, it's just like, that's the thing. It's become a little predictable for me. So it's just one of those that we're like, I'm stoked to see it every time Will succeeds. Like they make it hype. He does a really like it's really, really cool. There's so much good character like moments in that. Like I really like that we're getting to see a lot more of like Homegirl, whom he looks up to, and like kind of seeing a little bit of like the behind the scenes. So like again, it's super good, but like at the same time, I just need this to cook a little bit more before I can say I am like incredibly excited. But this doesn't mean it's bad by any means. It's just one of those anime that like while I'm watching, I'm enjoying, and when I'm not watching it, I'm not really thinking about it that much, at least compared to the other ones that we're going to be talking about on this list today.
Yeah, I think what's most interesting is like the thing that most people can most confidently say about the show is like Will is kind of the GOAT, and we love to see him overcome strife and whatnot. And what's really interesting is not this most recent episode, but the one before it, I believe it's like Will is barely a footnote in that episode. It's like almost entirely focused on Julius, and seeing seeing him like wild. Wild for the real knowers in chat. But
for those who know ball,
it's really it's really interesting trying to, you know, understand why he let go of his kindness, and like seeing some of that like his past and it's I thought that was like really cool, is because like we literally barely got anything from Will that entire episode. And like I said, that's like much needed. I had to go and like look back at what you have seen and what you haven't seen, just to make sure I could speak on that a little bit more elaborately. But like, it's really crazy that like we get Will for like maybe 3 minutes of screen time.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He's just not even really a main focus for the rest of it. He barely has any speaking lines in that episode at all. And it's like, it felt, it didn't feel like out of place. It felt like it was much needed. And
it feels like we're finally setting up. I mean, like since the anime just started, it's like we're setting up the proper rival for him. Again, you know.
Well, and I hope we get really cool, deep moments from like Colette, and we get to figure out more about like the Earth mages, and we get like Liana, and we get to see like, because her whole family is supposed to be like goated. And if we can get to know a little bit more about the lightning style squad, and then seeing Zion do the fire stuff, and what I just think it'd be really cool if we get to explore a lot more of those dynamics as well. And they've already passed their test, so like I'm not really concerned with this whole test thing. I just kind of want to see more of the tower. So like I'm just really excited for what's next, you know.
I think that's where I'm at too. I think that's a good way to put it. Like there's enough set up to where I really am looking forward to seeing that stuff. But I think you said it best, Vex. It's just like in the right now, I'm not super hype about it. But to your point, we are getting the character development and like building out these like other groups, because like the world honestly just got a lot bigger for us. Now that we have all these different groups and like subsections of these groups, I'm sure we're going to be dealing with in a multitude of ways. So again, like Wistoria's Cooking, it's built such a good story, and it's done something pretty wild and like groundbreaking as far as like the way it's presented the story to us anime wise. I'm just super curious to see where this season ends out. Do we know how many total episodes we're getting? Is it
just going to be 12
episode season?
Yes.
So I do believe we have like, okay. So we only have 2 more episodes to go. Okay.
I can double check really quick.
Yeah, if that's the case.
3 more, I believe.
3 more? Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, because the first episode they gave us was like an episode 0. It was a recap. So we're technically one behind, I think, the rest of the curve.
About that one.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's still got a lot of promise. But like, if you were to ask me after watching just the first episode of season 2, I'd have been like, this shit is gas. This shit is gonna go to the moon and back. Like this is gonna be like the thing to watch this season. And then as we got further in and like hit episode like 5 and 6, I was just like, okay, maybe it's more of a sleeper pick now that the prologues of it. It's like the prologue ended like crazy, but like I don't know, it's just, and I had worries when we saw like the crazy glow up, and like this is kind of what I was worried about a little bit, not all of it, but like and I don't know,
that banger intro though.
I'm still very hopeful that we can wrap up this test thing pretty quickly, and then we can kind of start to spend some more time seeing the rest of these other people who were big fishes now as the small fish in this much larger pond.
Yeah.
But that all eventually has to lead somewhere as well, like with the villains that we got, and hearing like this lore about the war that was going on when they were kids and shit like that. It's like there is still so much potential. This just kind of feels like a necessary hurdle, but it's like, can we just hurry? Like, can we like get right past this? It's like there's other series we're gonna talk about tonight that I think I'm very excited to see how these like necessary hurdles play out. But yeah, this is just like, let's get it done.
Yeah, it's just super interesting choice to peak so freaking high mid-season, and I'm sure by the end of these like next 3 episodes we will have a new thing that gets us excited and gets everything moving. Like I trust in it, especially with just like modern anime manga like pacing and structure. But yeah, it's just definitely interesting when the hype of the season is like episode 4 or 5, you know.
It's because it was a series finale for the prologue.
It was a series finale.
Yeah. Now we're on a different thing.
Yeah. You know what? Then we gotta let it cook, dude. It's barely gotten 3 eps, dude.
We're technically, we did a whole nother 3-ep test. Like, does the real anime pass the 3-ep test like, now that the prologue's over?
Sure. Not sure. Does it pass this episode 17, 18, and 19 test? Like,
yeah, we got to rebrand the whole podcast now, guys.
That's actually when I'm gonna come into the series. I'm just gonna watch these last 3 episodes.
Yeah.
They sound.
I mean, honestly, you might as well skip everything else because this is the beginning of the story.
Yeah, exactly. This is the beginning of the story. This is basically like when Oda said, you can jump on at Wano.
Exactly like that.
Crazy.
Yep.
That being said, we do have nothing but peak, I think, to talk about from this point on. Daemons of the Shadow Realm has been going crazy, and what a last 2 episodes we got since the last pod. Boys, how the heck are we feeling about Daemons right now? Also, what an intro, dude. Such a good intro.
I'm not gonna lie, boys, because I was chat. I'm gonna be for real with you. I was just watching episode 10. I got like 10 minutes into the episode and realized I missed something here. I missed setup. And I looked back through episode 9, and episode 9's halfway point is the last chapter I read. So I was like, fuck. But I saw some of the designs, and I just have to say that ours, oh my God, I just looked her name so I wouldn't mess it up too. Arakawa, like her character designs, like especially like with the demons that are guarding the mountain path or whatever that is right there, because that's where I was confused. I was like, this is something I haven't seen, and then I see these 2 gigantic demons and I'm like, holy shit. Like her character design is just so magnificent. It is so well translated into this like adaptation. I love every single Daemon that I've seen so far, but I don't mind spoilers for this, guys. I meant to read ahead completely and just been a hectic few weeks in IRL. Cody. But
who would do that?
Yeah, I don't know, Cody. Listen, they always call you out for it, but I've done it to them as well. Like, what? Anyway, though, feel free to talk about it. I don't mind for spoilers. I had to say my little piece first.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Dara is
go ahead, Max, go ahead.
Dara is the damn goat. Like, that is Timothy.
Bro.
That dude, he's so cool. Why is he so cool?
He's so smart.
He's just a guy. He's just a normal dude. Like, he is him, dude.
He's what we all want Usopp to be, you know?
Oh my God.
Listen, don't speak on my God like that, Jacoby.
Here
this
we
guy's a
go.
Sniper King over Usopp, that's for sure, bro. We saw what he was doing in these last couple episodes. I'm kidding. Slander aside.
No, he's like low key my favorite character, and he's been kind of
so fire.
Yeah, he's been like top 3, I think, the entire time. But like seeing him finally get to like legitimately shine in this like sequence that we got, like he's him. He's absolutely him without hesitation. He's just like, I am your guardian. And like the fact that Yuru can even keep up, like when they were both like, oh yeah, we're being followed, it's like, yep, there's 3 of them, and he's like 1, 2, 3, yep, and like they're like Yuru is him as well, and it's like it's so interesting every time we get to kind of like see more of his past, where he's like, oh yeah, I just had to murder anyone who was, you know, trying to like gun at me just ruthlessly, and I always noticed that they were all too clean and like stuff like, and I'm like, that is insane character writing. That is wild. And then like seeing the culture shock montage of him like getting to know like the modern era a little bit more was like also really funny. It felt like the first episode that we're talking about that was new since the last one. It felt like a slice of life episode, and then it just ended so creepy. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I was thinking like Vex, you would constantly be seeing demons. Like, you know, no sleeping. If anyone's sleep deprived, they'd be seeing them motherfuckers. Like, you're done.
When she said, boss, can I clock out? I'm hallucinating. And he's like, no, get to work.
That's so real, though.
That is the most relatable shit. Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Just seeing, like, Yuru's like, I could make anything as long as I have the materials.
Yes.
Because he's grown up on the mountain. And it's like, oh man, I'm so used to playing Minecraft survival, and you're playing to like a guy who's like in creative, like, oh, you need this? Got you.
And being like, let me just melt down.
I dropped that stack at 99. I got you, dude. It just blowing Yuru's mind, and he's like, oh man, I could make glue out of a stomach, and then immediately just buying like, it's so
he's like
real world thing too.
Yeah, he's one of the most like capable MCs that is, he's like meant to be he's meant to be like the audience surrogate, and it's like, oh, you don't know shit, and so like all these people who know about daemons and all of this have to like kind of exposit it to you, and you gotta withstand a few monologues to get caught up to speed, but he like actually knows so much shit. He actually is so ridiculously skilled in like just general survival and hunting skills, and it's like, I don't know, it's like seeing that translate over as well as it does is just really refreshing.
In the previous episodes too, when he was fighting Akiko and the other Kagemori people, and like he knew as soon as the lights shut out, they were like, damn, he's like a demon like trying to kill. And if he was willing to go for the kill immediately, I would have been dead. Like they know, like, you do so cool. I love.
Can we talk about how they have freaking Heaven's Door as a like they have like
yes,
it's
and they
such
have
a cool ability. It's such a cool ability. Like I love that. That might be one of my favorite of like all of the daemons that we've seen, where it's just like reads your life like an open book. This. Oh, because it's my goat. Oh my god,
that was such a crazy ability, and like the way homie literally is just giving fact after fact, and then stops like 20 minutes in, being like, "Oh, I shouldn't reveal a girl's secrets, brother. You've been talking for 15 minutes. Why stop now, bro? Like what
goes on a monologue?
Genuinely,
well, that's only the surface of the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he told me the whole thing, my guy.
Yeah, it was. But that was a wild daemon, dude. I just like y'all said, like the creativity of these daemons are so peak. Like the fact that they can just take long arm and long leg and make them so freaking cool, scary, menacing, like all of the things. Like I genuinely loved that, and like that's the thing I look forward to the most in this like show in general.
But at least
every new daemon like group we meet is fire.
Barely. No, I think it's also it's really interesting too. Dewey cannot hear you. Sorry, you're coming through crazy. I think it's really interesting too that they're able to like build the world and the lore and the history and whatnot through introducing these two formidable entities, because they're like this grudge goes back 1200 years, and like they know about Seal, and Seal is like part of the reason why they were even locked up in the first place. So it's like it's actually insane the way that these like passing little, banters between left and right, and the arm and the legs and like stuff like that, like really help flesh out like some of the things that we need to know, but not too much. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like we're just being given like this crazy like JoJo's or like Togashi monologue mid fight. It's like just enough,
It's that proper like show don't tell and just insert little piece of information when necessary. Like, there's a big world for us to learn about. We don't need to learn about all of it immediately. We don't even need to know all the details of these singular moments. Now we know though that there is a beef that goes back 1,200 years back with the monk and all of that. And then also like that was able to give us more information on Seal and just see how terrifying Seal is going to be like once he attains it. Like, and such a good way to tell it.
I also think like that's Arakawa's biggest strength with this whole manga is being able to tell a story while keeping enough of it in mystery to want to keep you reading the next part. They reveal it's enough in every given chapter to give you enough to ask another question, but they'll give you the answer to like 3 other things that like fill out the world, and they also give you another 3 things that fill out a character, and then another 3. They say yes and I freaking love that about their writing style. It's so peak. It's like it was one of my favorite things to like consume, like just to binge, and then like getting to re-experience it through the anime, like Yudu learning about how like high caliber rifles work in the fight, even like they. Oh.
Well, the simple concept when Dara's like, oh, these guys have been sealed away for 1,000+ years, they ain't never seeing this coming. Like, like brilliant, bro. Like, I really love that, and I love the fact that like this is an anime where guns like kind of matter in the verse, like that they can actually hit these daemons. Which
it's my favorite quote ever. But like the crazier a power system is, the funnier it is when you introduce a gun.
Yeah, exactly. No,
look at you, Gachakuda.
That is that thing.
Oh, look at you, JJK. Look at you, Koji.
It's so funny, but it like legitimately, whenever I think it was the arm guy, I think it was him, but he was just like, oh, look, they're throwing projectiles at us, and he's like, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't know. It was like actually such a funny moment for me in the middle of this like really creepy like tension that had been built up, and like just seeing that usually you have like the left and right just being kind of like himbo and herbo and just kind of just goofballs, and like just like they're kind of just as clueless as Yudu on a lot of things when it comes to like the contemporary world, but then seeing them just immediately lock in. And they're like, you can't fight them. Like you can't, like you're toast. And then I don't know. It's just, it set up such a cool kind of tense dynamic. And then seeing Dara just be absolutely fucking him. It's just
walking in so cool. And immediately, like, because he's his guardian, having the mindset to be like, yes, I am left and right's master. Like
just immediately being like,
it's so quick thinking, and both of them being able to, receptive to it, because that's what it means to protect Yudu as their demons. Like, it's so big brain. But
then just to stack it in the same episode with Yoru being the goat and figuring out, all right, homie's gonna be scared as fuck of Seal, so I'm gonna just bait and switch him until my goats can come take care of it. Like, this is my favorite kind of main character. This is why I like main characters like Ichigo a lot. Like, not to throw any shade on like the weak characters who become strong. There's a great story to be told there. But like, this is my personal favorite type of shonen protagonist, who's just a badass from jump, but has to learn the world so he can be badass within that world. And
he reminds me of
it
reminds me a lot of Yusuke, like in that kind of exactly regard. Is like he just has to learn. He knows worldly things. He just needs to learn this power system that is now being overlaid on top of things. And like, so it's like he is ridiculously competent in many things, but he just needs to be taught how to swim in like this power system. And I think that's like really cool. I gotta ask Jacoby, because Cody's read ahead, so I don't know where he's at, but like, and Lucas is getting left in the dust, but
that's barely though. That's the crazy part. Like, maybe a chapter's worth of content.
Knowing you are barely behind.
Knowing what we know,
like I said,
though,
those big ass demons smash. I had to state it since I was messing up last time I said it. For the record.
Knowing what we know now, though, bro's got to die to unlock Seal, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do we?
He's got to die. Yeah.
Do we envision like that being maybe the end of this core?
Oh, sorry,
wait. One of y'all give me what you just said because I lost them both.
Go ahead,
Vex, go ahead. I was doing a bit, brother.
Cool. So yeah, do we imagine that him dying, like maybe self-sacrificing or something like that, is going to be pivotal in like the ending of Core 1? Because we are going to be getting 2 consecutive cores for this.
Yeah. So honestly, man, your guess is as good as mine. I feel like that is the obvious like thing that's dangling in front of us of like, you know, he's gonna have to do that eventually. And obviously that death is going to make a big difference. But see, like, I don't know what exactly, like, what happens in the time that he's dead before he comes back to left and right? Like, what happens then? Like, that's what I'm like a little bit worried about, and like what that situation leads to, because like obviously we saw when Asa died, like she spent some time there, right? Like we saw the killers being like, damn dude, she's not coming back, like this is taking too long. So like we know there's some like IRL time in like deciding this, having the conversation with whatever demon you meet and all of that stuff. So what happens to left and right in that time? I don't know. That scares me. That's what worries me about that moment.
Ooh.
Aside from that, I don't feel like the real stakes in it, because obviously he's going to probably choose Seal. There's going to be, you know, whatever deal he has to make.
Well, they mentioned
back, dummy lit.
Well, they mentioned that a previous Seal user didn't come back.
Yeah, exactly. There's something crazy that he's going to have to do.
I actually have something to add to this too. They also had mentioned that when one of them gains this power, the Seal or the oh my god, I'm blanking on the other one. But either way, Break. Thank you. I wanted to say Force, and I was like, I know that's not right. Seal or Break. One of the left or right becomes their like mortal nemesis or whatever. So like maybe that's something that happens when they die.
It's a natural enemy.
They get control back of one
what
of
does that
them,
mean?
and the other one becomes the natural enemy. Because I think
the other
one's supposed to go to the other twin.
It's no,
like,
it's
you
like,
know what I mean?
The way that I kind of envisioned it is just like thematically, like it's like if, let's say, left and right are like fire and water, and you know, if you were to assimilate the power of like Break, that's like maybe water adjacent. So like the fire left, like whichever one left or right embodies fire, is just going to be kind of naturally opposed to what you're all about in like a balancing sense. But I don't think that like the daemons themselves are going to then feel compelled to like you know what I mean? I don't think that there's any like actual antagonistic, like it's just an elemental or like a balancing of things. I think it's more thematic.
I hear you on that, and I think for a lot of reasons that's probably right, but something that worries me is just the way that it was focused on when like Asa got her yin and yang. The way she mentioned, she's like, oh, turns out I am very compatible with them, like this might as well like work out kind of thing. They talk about the compatibility and how like that's an important thing. So if you lose that compatibility, you know, you might not be able to use that person to like their fullest. You know, that could be the thing. Like you know, whichever one it is, left or right. I think it was left. That will like, you know, get opposed to them. Maybe they just aren't as strong while in this like I don't know. It just seems interesting that they've kind of like pushed that, and it's going to be, I feel like it'd be a little bit more than a simple theme. Like I feel like it's going to create some kind of negative, and that's going to be a scary thing to get through. But I don't know. I don't know.
No, peak. I just wish I had the more information for it to cook better. But yeah, it's definitely, I don't know. This series just keeps getting better and better with every chapter I've read, every episode I've watched. I mean, like I said last time, I think they're doing a really good job adapting Arakawa's work from panel to screen. Like Cody praises it all the time. Valid, completely, brother.
Dude, I'm happy to hear that this is like a proper adaptation, because like obviously we've gone through that with so many things, and you know, Full Metal dealt with it too. So it's cool to see that, and it's really interesting to see what happens when like modern anime meets modern manga and things like that too, because like, you know, we talk about how modern anime pacing is normally adapting like 3 to 5 chapters, but that's really not even the case anymore, because now it's going mostly 1 for 1, but these chapters just have such a fast pace that it doesn't need to be 5 chapters in 1 episode. Like, we're hauling ass anyway. It's really cool just to see how that change has kind of happened. And I think this is a super good example of that. But yeah, I'm stoked for it. This is something I look forward to every week. Every single design has been sick. Can I give you guys a hot take real quick?
Of course, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And this is
That's
like
why
a
I'm
light
here.
spoiler for you, Lucas. I'm sorry, but we got to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm a little disappointed that they didn't kill the granny. And I know that's an insane thing to say. She was kind of pissing me off in that moment, and I'm like, dude, like they were right there. She was like being so conniving, and then they saved her. I was like, oh, I low-key thought she was gonna get what was coming to her, and I felt terrible for thinking that. But I was like, that could have been crazy. With how savage it was, how they just plucked off the other dude's head, I was kind of surprised they didn't do it with her too. I was like, they're about to do it. They're about to go. And I was like, they didn't quite pull the trigger. They were going to go crazy. I know. Wild take. But at the end, I felt a lot better about it because they're like, she's got a family to go home to. But in the moment, I was like, damn. I think it's like, I kind of felt like they were going to pull that trigger.
Yeah, I think there's still like a value that I think the information that some of these individuals, like these characters, like they're all such well-written characters in such a lived-in world in this like great story that's being told. And so I think that like it's really interesting because when we saw like the raid on the Kagomori clan's like household, we didn't see a lot of like explicit death there either. We saw some like brutality, but like when we look at what the Kagomori clan leader had even like done once they like read their life stories, they're like, no, you can work for us now. We'll pay your mom's medical bills and shit. And it's like, he's like, we can use them further. And I think that is something that we're kind of seeing throughout a lot of the buildup of this plot. And I think there's eventually going to be like a moment when the pen drops where we're just going to start to see just absolute carnage. But I don't think we're quite there yet. I think this was like the first like little sample into that with this like,
this was like a big sample. Like this was an enemy that they should not have been able to win against. Like in general, like speaking like stances, like the left and right literally said like, there's no way we should have fought this fight without Seal. Like this was crazy. So yeah, and like it's the first big like duo like Daemon clash that I think we've really got. Everything else has been like kind of like ships in the night or like just like glancing here or there and like or like extreme just like very one-sided fights. This was like the first like good Daemon fight we've gotten, I believe, right? This made left and right feel kind of weak, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but like it just showed that like with tactics they can get some stuff done, but like they were not winning this fight in brute force. Like
they're out here fighting fucking Heian era Daemons.
It is scary to think about your guys' theories and future predictions for the series with how slow the manga comes out, because it is monthly, and how fast the anime is picking up. But I'm hoping that after this development, hopefully there's more like stuff we can actually see fleshed out in the anime, because like I'm hoping it doesn't catch up too fast, because if it does and we get another, am I gonna have to see demons from the Shadow Realm Brotherhood? Like, am I gonna have to have another O3 situation?
Dude, brother, I said this. If I may, just real quick, Jacoby. I said this too last time. Cody was like, I'm very worried about that. Very worried about that. Go ahead, Jacoby. I just wanted to chime in for a second.
Oh, no, for sure. I mean, I respect being worried about it because like we have a precedent to look at, but I just genuinely would be so surprised if they made the same mistake again, because like we're not seeing a lot of that happening. It does happen. I'm not saying it doesn't. Like Promised Neverland got like butchered and stuff like that. Like these things do happen, but I would be blown away if the creator Arakawa, I'm gonna mess it up too. So
no, you got it.
Nice. Arakawa, like if they didn't, and I know it's not always in their hands. It's not like necessarily like everything they can control, but I'd just be surprised if she let that happen again. Like genuinely, like at this point with the way things are, animes don't have a problem going on a fucking 4-year hiatus.
That's the thing.
So
also,
they'll just do that. So the like, and that will definitely hurt. Like it'll, and maybe that just means that we should have waited on this anime. But at least it's fine.
And you mentioned like, because this has happened literally to one of Arakawa's previous works, but like at this point, with the reputation that they have, what they have done to just anime in general, like what they have done for the communities for literally #decades now at this point. Yes, a normal mangaka is not going to have the same amount, like a comparable amount of pull to be able to like dictate how their show becomes adapted per se. But there are several instances of mangaka being heavily involved with adaptations. For not even like crazy popular, like, but just kind of like cult classic anime. And when you look at like big names that are so influential, like Oda and like Arakawa, there's no shot that they don't have like full, like influence in like how things there's just no way.
They are influencing it. They have to have some level of influence where a lot of these people have none.
It would just make zero sense to me if somebody like Arakawa would not be at least somewhat in control in preventing what happened to one of their series, #decades ago, from happening again. It would blow my absolute mind. Like it would be completely unfathomable in my opinion.
Yeah,
I got another note here about the episode that I wanted to bring up on podcast for y'all. In the manga for Demons from the Shadow Realm, in between chapters in the volumes, Arakawa has little sketches of like demons doing cute little shit or whatever, and she drew a third non-canon demon with a long arm and long leg, known as Long Torso. So he just has tiny arms and tiny legs, but just a long.
I honestly love that, dude. In an alternate universe, this story is about the three-way, not the regular.
There's left, ways, right, and up.
And up, yeah, facts. Oh my god, that's actually so funny. That is so fucking funny. Now this has been great though. I'm genuinely looking forward to it. I have a lot of faith in this series. It's checking all the boxes. I think it's lived up to all the hype around it. With obviously the author, their previous work. Us naturally expecting a lot from this. I think it's hitting on all those things. And the number one thing is, or the two best things, is the character development and the world building. The way that is being done is just masterful, and that's exactly what I come to expect from this mangaka. So yeah, could not be happier with this. Honestly, I'm super stoked on it. Man, only 50 chapters. That's scary as hell.
It's around exactly 50 chapters.
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but I just genuinely think we're just gonna fucking wait.
53.
Well, we're on. They're on chapter like 15 or 16 right now, Cody?
They're on chapter 14. 14 they're covering in the anime. They just covered 14, and right now, as of the monthly issue that came out in June, we got chapter 53.
Gotcha.
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah. So it's at least all right. So at least it's monthly. For some reason, I got it in my head that it might have been like Black Clover was, and it was like every 3 months or something. I'm like, man, we're cooked if that's it. But yeah, hell yeah, boys. Do we want to move on to a little bit of magical girl vibes? A little Witch Atelier. I think Lucas has some things to say about this one.
Technically, not a magical girl.
I know.
Every single time.
A girl who uses magic.
It's so hard for me to not read the fucking manga every time. Like everything with Riche in this last episode, I believe that's her name. Like I need to know more about her and her brother's relationship, and then the way that she spoke to Keyfree when she realized she had to take the test as well. I was completely like you lied to me. You told me I could do whatever I want, and when you find out like her reasoning, I need to know the reason of why she's so set on drawing her own spells. Obviously, her brother has something to do with it from what he said to her in that flashback. But just, oh my God, this storytelling in this is just amazing. And then the episode prior to that, I can never remember the little boy's name that was helping Coco while she was in the episode. Tarta. Tarta, that's it. Tarta, like them showing his
Be careful.
And like
don't say it too fast.
Between yeah, got you. Did I say Torta? No. Hey. But with Tarta and
on the third floor.
With him and like the visuals of seeing through his eyes though, and the world of gray and the gray scale that they're doing in the episode, it was just so magnificently done. Like I felt for this boy, and then him yelling to Coco, "One day I'm gonna carve you the lawn, cross this lake with my own magic," because he learned how he can use magic, how it makes sense for him to use magic, and it's like, oh my God, dude, oh my God, I bet Vex feels so good right now watching this.
Me and Bex both, dude. We both have our eye problems, you know. We can relate so heavily, dude. My color blindness is really just finally being front and center. I appreciate it so much.
Wild.
Wild. I spoke so passionately to end on a fucking roast. Sorry.
Jokes aside, though, I'm right there with you, Lucas. I think he's my favorite character so far. But like, actually, like, I'm so excited to see more of him. I cannot wait for him to come back and do exactly that. I'm sure it'll be a while, but like, he's probably my favorite so far. Really, really excited to start seeing.
So bad, dude.
Yeah,
I wanted it to go back so bad.
Facts. I'm really happy that we're starting to see other ateliers now. Like that is something that is super exciting for me. Just seeing.
As much as I love Tarta and like a lot of the writing surrounding him, like the biggest question that I have is like, your dad is a fucking like witch too, right? He's not just a stationer. Like he is like capable of doing all of these things also, and he couldn't show you that very simple application of magic so that your life was just more accessible doing the thing that you're passionate about doing years ago. Maybe, I don't know, that's kind of my thing. I'm like, I get it, like this is a moment to make Coco the goat, and she is rightfully so, but like at the same time it just kind of makes me feel like this guy's granddad is a fucking bum, like, you know what I mean?
That's valid, dude. I mean, why can he not do magic because he's colorblind? I actually don't understand why that.
Well, they talked
These
about it.
Are drawing in black and white.
No, they talked about it as like some of the stuff, like, the more intricate stuff requires specific dyes and specific different kinds of ink.
And that's fine. Like, then don't get to the more intricate stuff. Like, it's weird to me that it's all like they make it all or nothing like that, because like from everything we've seen in this show so far, and him literally working in that world, it's not like he's just a rando on the street. Like he works around magic stuff and all that.
You have to understand, it showed us the structure multiple times, and we are now know that yes, if you have just the basics, you can become an apprentice, but somebody needs to take you on as an apprentice. So can he pass the consent of the crown? Yes, he absolutely can pass the consent of the crown. He could easily figure out a way to fly, probably without needing much more knowledge than he already has, or skills or anything like that. But is he going to pass the second test, which is the serpent shit or whatever, the whatever of the shield? So is he going to be able to pass the third? Is he going to be able to get to a point where he can become something more than apprentice, or are they just saving him a lifetime's worth of anguish and heartache? Is kind of the way you have to look at it, because you have to be able to become someone's apprentice, and then the goal is to not stay an apprentice. The goal is to pass these 3 hurdles to become a full-fledged witch, and maybe the 4th hurdle to become a teacher and take on your own apprentices. But if he's never going to be able to pass the 2nd or 3rd test, why put him through the 1st?
Yeah, well, listen, y'all are talking about the same motherfuckers who were doing that to Will, our goat in Wistoria.
Oh my God.
We're gassing him up for doing it anyway. And we're like, oh, let's save this kid from anguish because he can't find a way around this shit. I don't know, bro. Like, I get it. I like the story that they've been telling, but I do feel like, you know, the color blindness isn't enough for it to just be like a hard stop on that. Sorry, Lucas.
Yeah,
I just had to jump in.
No, I was just gonna say, like, because I thought about this too, Vex, the entire time. Like, even if he went to the atelier, how far can he get? Like, especially with like the trials to get to the library and everything like that. Like, and it makes me wonder if he couldn't just stay on as an apprentice, because that's further than he ever thought he could get. You know what I mean? If he could just live a life helping other apprentices, like being like some type of senior apprentice, because you know, like someone like Kifri would do that for somebody, like just so you can practice your magic and make your spells.
But we have to understand more about the story that's being told in the world that's being set up and whatnot. We literally see in this most recent episode a douchebag who treats his apprentice like a worthless sack of shit and something that's replaceable, discardable, something that's like completely devoid of value to him and is more of a burden. It's not just about passing the consent of the crown to become an apprentice. It's about finding someone who will take you on as an apprentice. And we're being shown constantly that most of the people at the Great Hall are kind of fucking assholes.
Yeah, very true.
So the only one who would be Kifri, and we already have a bit of sus vibes surrounding Kifri because of that light, as far as Tarta is concerned. You know what I mean? So it's like, yes, I understand that, like, there is a way through magic that his life could be a lot more, his dream could be a lot more accessible. But my main thing is just like, there's a good amount of like support within the narrative that we've been given, within the setting and the power system that we've been given so far as to why this is such a huge hurdle for him. My only complaint is, why did his granddad not just help him with slight quality of life, accessibility, fully spells, even if he can't become a full-fledged mage,
like one way or another. Like, let the dude make a couple doodles, man. Like come on.
Exactly, right? Well, I have a question now. Do we think that Kifri said the what light thing not only because he's being dishonest with the boy, but to kind of throw him off that,
he's gaslighting the shit out of him.
It affected both of them. Yeah,
he's 100% gaslighting the shit out of him.
100%, bro. Like, I was like, he's definitely like to throw him off this. Like, Kifri is so sketchy. He's one of the main reasons I was like, I need to know what's going on with this motherfucker. I need to know. That's why I've been wanting to read the manga so bad. I'm like, this motherfucker, he's sketchy. It's crazy.
It really feels like he's gonna turn into one of those like gray area like good guys where like his goals are for good and everything, but like he's going to be willing to go too far to achieve said goal, you know, and eventually that's gonna slip in front of the girls and it's just gonna be so bad. Like it's I don't know. It's such a good, like, that was such a good thing for them to set up for me, because like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm loving this show. Like, it has been probably up until these last 2 weeks my favorite thing that I'm looking forward to every week, and it's still my number 2. We'll get to my favorite thing in a little while. But like, that story and like his connection with the Brim Hats is really the fire that has me going. Like, as much as I want to see Coco succeed and do all this, I want to know what the fuck is up with Kifri and these Brim Hats, dude. They are just crazy, man. Like, that's such a good like little nugget of information that we just don't know anything about, man. And they keep making Kifri sketchy, and it makes me feel like I don't know, this
like new challenger that's approached, and like they were said to be the embodiment of forbidden magic or some shit like that. Like, what the fuck do you think that's all about?
Yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be nuts.
And we're almost done.
This magic system is so freaking cool.
The season's almost done. Like, it's almost finished. Like, there's like what, 2 more episodes or 1 more episode. Like, we'll be talking about the finale next episode. Like that we do of the podcast. That's insane to think about. We're gonna be talking about a lot of finales next time.
Yeah, big podcast next time. Yeah, 1 more episode. Yeah.
Liar game going so good.
Sure.
I'm waiting for the season to be over at this point. I'm just like, you know what? Once it's over, I'm just gonna binge it.
Are you doing that for all these other anime too?
No.
No. No, probably not. No, probably not.
I'm gonna be real.
I'm extremely happy with the consistent level of quality of the storytelling, of the animation, of these character interactions, and the building of the power system. Kush Daddy, I see you in chat. That's the guy who he tried to put us all onto this before there was ever an adaptation. And I remember having a conversation with him not too long ago when we were on call with each other. And there's apparently this magic system is so well refined and fleshed out within like the source material and what we've gotten in the panels. For people who are like manga caught up, you know a lot more than we do, but the sigils are something that the fans themselves have took it upon themselves to like create their own spells, because it's so like cool. Such a so cool. Well-established like hard system. And it's so funny because I told him, I'm like, isn't that cool? And he's like, yeah. Well, they immediately made heinous war crimes.
And this is why.
Yeah, this is why we keep it a secret. Yeah.
Geneva Conventions were broken. Now, that just Vex saying that just made me like realize the thought I've been having the whole time I've been experiencing the show is I've got to run a game in this, like a TTRPG game in this system, like with a system like this at some point. Like it's so well done. The crafting system, the way that Tarda like really took what she was showing him, it was like, well, if we balance it, like we can reverse what it's doing completely because it's not getting full image, and like he understood it immediately, and like it's just so well done. It's so well written.
Poor Kiefer getting abused. Like witches in this world really don't get a fucking moment to breathe. They're like, dude, can't you just wave your fingers and make it all go away? Like it's like the unrealistic expectation and having to hide it from everyone is just like, it was something that I really was drawn to in the episode, and like what it does it mean to be like a full-fledged witch. Also, what was the proctor's name? Elira?
Yeah, I think you get the second one.
Smash.
True.
I read the first chapter. He's in the first chapter as well, and I'm like, smash.
It's on the giant brush buddy really threw me off though, not gonna fucking lie. And I'm wondering how the scale plating wolf thing is gonna play into the rest of the arc, because like they've shown it off with the beginning with Agat and being like, oh, if they didn't have to mate, then they could be strong. And then Kiefer brings it up again later on in the episode, and I'm like, is this gonna be like an arc-centric thing, or I don't know.
I think it's going to be
up on the episode that I thought were noteworthy to bring up.
Yeah, I took note from that as well, and it kind of makes me think that like somebody like I got specifically who's extremely like guarded, and now we're seeing with Riche also, they might need to let go of some of that those defensive tendencies in order to be, I don't know, to mesh better with other characters. Like I don't want to say like you know like love, but you know, in the platonic sense, love.
What if Tarta lies about being a witch, and he just like uses that one spell to just study medicine?
He's working with that force of chaos.
I think that would be something I would be like when the doctor asked him, was like, are you interested in medicine? I was like, yes. And yes.
But then they saw the witch hat and they said, I didn't know I was talking to an apprentice witch. Like,
yeah, but he could be a witch doctor.
He could just use that one spell.
You're right. He could be like, yeah.
Well, what if you can't do both? Because she stopped asking him as she noticed he was a witch. So that makes me think, what if there's a separation, like a church and state? You can't be a witch and a doctor. And Kiefer brings it up again. He's like, my powers might be great, but your powers can heal her. So there must be like a separation, right? Like,
that's a really good point.
Am I crazy for thinking
well,
that?
I think when you get back to, they were talking about like these witches that were like the pinnacle of healing mages before the pact was made. And it was those individuals who specifically crafted the shared bottle spell in the first place so they can continue healing, which is now technically forbidden magic, without being, you know, as easily traced. So it's like, I think that like the lines are meant to seem blurry to maybe the uninitiated, because like there are people who are just breaking those rules left and right. Like, I don't think like, it's interesting that Kiefer of all people was somebody who like kind of illustrated the line between a doctor and a witch, but like the brimmed hats are just able to do any of that, whatever they want, just freely, you know, like, and that's like, that is kind of interesting as well, because that's making me think, like, is Tarta going to specifically be tempted with that kind of freedom? Is there going to be
a Katsuki member?
Is there going to be some sort of avenue that they tried to like fix his eyes, and then he can freely do this and that, and like his life will become instantly so much easier? Like, are they going to try to dangle that in front of him later down the line, because these themes are being set up, you know?
I know the river was a bad catastrophe, and whatever else magic has done to this world, it's got to be unspeakable. But like, there's got to be so much more good that it can do. Like, are we not rooting for the brimmed hats for some reason? I
feel like the brim hats low-key haven't figured out. Like, I'm sure some of them are truly evil, but I feel like some of the brim hats are going to be like genuinely out here saving people, and like they are just going to be using it for good, even though it's technically not allowed. And I feel like that's like the big conversation they're going to be pushing, is like,
what if they're like Luigi Mangione?
If you can save a life, save a life.
Boy.
I think
they're trying to like let the power be free to everyone.
See, but that's the thing, is we were just talking about it. The second that people IRL were making their own spells with like the sigils from this manga, they made war crimes. Like, and so it's like, yes, obviously, I think that there is a need for some sort of regulation, but I do think that magic could definitely be used for a lot more good, and that's like the crux of this entire system, this entire world, Keyfree's entire character, I would assume, and now Coco's. And like, I think that that's like that's the whole thing we're supposed to be questioning right now, is
for sure,
who do we trust, with Keyfree being sus, with the Great Hall people being assholes, with the brimmed hats, you know, being originally, we're meant to believe they're just like doctors, you know, like, and it became something a lot more maybe sinister or twisted, or maybe that's only some of them. Maybe it's just the eyeball and the one that they affiliate with. But maybe hashtag not all brimmed hats, you know. I don't know. Maybe this morally gray take ages like fucking milk, and we're gonna be like, nah, they're actually really bad people when they do crazy things later. Who knows?
All brim caps are bad.
But I like that it's making us question literally everything. We have zero clue who to actually trust, but there's still these moments where Keyfree is actually such a good teacher to Riche whenever she gives him like maximum angst, and he's like, listen, I want you to empower yourself to be able to live the life you want to live. Whereas we see this other dude with his apprentice who's just calling him garbage. And he's like, he just leaves. He doesn't even watch the test go down and stuff. So it's like,
all right, I'm good.
Yeah, it's like, yes, we're supposed to not know how to feel about Keyfree, but there's still these moments that are like extremely compelling and make us like even more confused, kind of. You know what I mean?
Truly. Yeah.
I think it's really well done. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's so well written. I have to read it after the season's over. Like, there's no question about it. Yeah, I'm itching to go already. Like, I'm going to be caught up in no time with this one. It is so well written. I just want to binge it so badly, but I'm enjoying the pacing of the anime. I think it's so well done. The animation is breathtaking. I get emotional at least once an episode, so that hits. There's at least one really well animated like sequence, whether it be action or something else, that just makes you feel so in tune and enthralled in this world that they've laid out before us. Like, it's so wonderful.
Couldn't agree more. It's fantastic. They're cooking. Everybody was right, you know, who was hyping this up over the last couple months, or years, surely.
Decades.
And just shout out at getting such a good adaptation. My only holdup on reading the manga is how good this adaptation is.
True.
It like, I hate to say it, but this is something that, like, I'm not saying that I wouldn't enjoy the manga, but I just have a feeling that I will starkly enjoy it less, just on a simple fact of the animation is on such a high level that it's truly breathtaking to get this as new information. Not saying it'll stop me per se. I haven't decided yet, but you know, I'm kind of up in the air about it.
No, but I feel the conversation specifically, it's like, I don't even, and I'm sure it's great. I haven't even heard it in sub because I'm enjoying the quality of the dub so much. Even like Tetia, whose voice kind of got on my nerves, and Riche, whose voice kind of got on my nerves when they were first introduced. I've warmed up to them entirely, and I adore both of them. And like, yeah, we meme about the turd floor, you know, but like, it's really honestly, it's so well done though. Is like, and this is something that it just does not translate as well. We had this conversation when we were talking about Lord of Mysteries last year, me and you, Jacoby, as well as like the dub is just it's poised in such a good place, being a simul dub and being of such a good quality. It's like, I have no reason to want to watch the sub. And that's not to say that the sub is bad. I'm sure it's phenomenal. I'm sure it's great. It's just like, I think we are being provided with the pinnacle of like enjoying the series in the dub weekly, you know what I mean? Version. And so it's like, not only do I have to like forego that phenomenal, like the animation and the music and the voice acting and things like that in order to get into the manga, but it's just, I don't know. I have a hard time. It's like when Frieren season 1 aired, I was like, oh, I'm definitely waiting for season 2. And so like, but then honestly, that to me, and no disrespect, wasn't quite worth the wait. So I'm probably going to read at least a little bit after we get done with this. And if it continues to be an enjoyable experience, I'll finish it. I'll get caught up with it. But if not, I'll be more than happy to wait for season 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like that's like probably the most realistic place to be on that. Like, by no means do I think it would be a bad reading experience, but like, this is just such a good everything experience for it. It'll be interesting. And also like, it kind of depends. Like, this could very well, even though it's wildly successful and doing great, we might not get a confirmation on a season 2, like the day it ends. Like that, you know, tends to happen a lot. So, you know, if we do have a long wait, it'd be hard for me to wait that long. I can definitely see that. But,
I think with Bug
overall,
Films, like they delayed like 6 months. This was supposed to come out last year, which 2025 was already so fucking stacked. But can you imagine
honestly,
getting this done too?
This season.
Yeah, so
not to say that this is a bad season, but like this is a good season for this to come out in.
But with that being said, I would not be surprised if there was a significant delay in between season 1 and 2. Yeah. Like maybe they'll pull out all the stops and they're already cooking. Maybe we will get that confirmation like at the credits of the final episode of this season. Maybe that's how it's going to go down, but I'm anticipating 2 years minimum. Like minimum.
Yeah. Same. And that tends to be just what it is anyway, you know?
Except for like Clevitus and Shangri-La Frontier and like there's been some sleepers. Dawn to Dawn had some crazy turnaround and like there's been some really impressive turnaround, but like we were spoiled, I guess, with like MHA being able to do it like once a year, pretty much every year for as long as they did. And then there were like, obviously One Piece, you know, is still going to be one of the most consistent things being released, even though they've toned it down a bit. It's like, it's still going to be
still getting guaranteed like 2 seasons a year, basically.
Pretty much. Right? Like 2 cores a year effectively. So it's like, we sometimes don't realize how good we have it, but I'm content with waiting. If it's something of this quality, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. 100% I agree. If they're going to keep giving us this, take your time, make it, drop it when you can. Because this is, I mean, I think this is some peak anime. That like, this is on the level, and I haven't read the manga, so I can't definitively say this. And, you know, those who have read would have to back me up. But like, I feel like this is on 1,000 Year Blood War level as far as what it means to adapt a manga to an anime. Like, and do it to the utmost of your ability. That's what this seems to be as well, because I'm just blown away with how just everything has so much attention to detail. Every single bit of it, the voice acting, the sound, the animation, just everything. Like, it's so good. But
sorry,
we do still have peak this season. If you boys don't have anything else to drop on Witch Hat,
I was just gonna say also is like another benefit
just one
we
more
get.
Time, Smash.
Valid.
We all knew I'm talking about Smash. Like, just one more time for the one time. You know what I mean? Like, had to be said.
Had to be said.
Had to be said.
So anyways,
sorry, Max, go ahead, brother.
I do think there's one more major benefit to these moderate delays. Like, it's not like we're waiting 6 years like I've done before for ReZero, which we'll get there very shortly. But it's like, you know, if we have like a 2-year gap, it kind of alleviates the whole problem of catching up too closely to the manga, which we were talking about with Arakawa and Damon's prior. So it's like, I think there's a lot of benefits to having a moderate gap. You know, maybe not like one every year, but one every year and a half, 2 years is fine. Just please don't take too long.
Not more than that.
Yeah. We know how Jacoby feels about killing the hype in between seasons.
Dude. It's a thing.
If it's confirmed to be a long wait, I just can already tell what's going to happen. Me, you, and Cody are going to get on the manga, and then we'll all talk about it on the podcast. And then Jacoby's like, "Should I read it on stream? Chat, should I read it on stream?"
Are we reading Witch Hat next? Is that what we're doing?
Are we reading Witch Hat next? Is that what we're doing?
That's so funny. Very possible. Chat, let me know what you think about that.
But
had to be said.
Had to be said.
Wild.
Had to be said.
But yeah, we gotta talk about what Jacoby. I'm assuming this is your number one most looked forward to thing every single week. We gotta talk about ReZero. Holy shit, yo.
Dude, this like Vex has talked about this anime hitting his top 5 and like not even like categorizing it as like an isekai, just in all of anime, you know, like it's easily the best isekai, but like that, you know, that is our title of the pod today, and not even of the year, dude. This is the best isekai, man. Like it's so crazy, bro. Like this is in my top 10 now. It's making me feel. I think that's just the core of it. I feel so strongly at the end of every episode, and it's killing me, boys. How are y'all doing? Well, Cody, you already know. Vex, how are you?
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. This is rough. This is fucking hard, man. This whole season has been such a fucking roller coaster. Just insane quality across the board. Just things happening that I didn't think we would. It's brother, like I'm like going fetal. You know, like panicking in my mind, you know, for like hours on end after some of these episodes. This series has done like visceral things to my neurochemistry for probably an accumulative amount of time more than working 11 years in the service industry. Like I'm not even lying. This is how you fucking write some of the most emotionally evocative fiction that I've ever experienced. There is a conversation that by the end of season 4, this is top 3 material, but like for now it's cemented itself in my top 5. Undoubtedly. It's so good.
Yeah, it really is. It's just like truly something that like gets me sick to my stomach at times, and like the stakes could truly never be higher. And when I say that about an anime where a dude dies and just respawns at his last checkpoint, like the stakes could not be any higher at this point. And yet like it's just the level of fear that I'm feeling for all of these characters. Like they've done such a good job of making me care about the relationships that we've built with all of these characters up until this point. Like, and like so many of them, it is such a good cast. There's so much history that these characters have now from these like 3.5 seasons that we've been at.
Some of them.
Some of them. And that's it. And then now just like showing how fragile this world is and this situation is and all of it. Man, I don't know how to feel, dude. Like this is absolutely crazy. Like this is a trauma speed run and they're nailing it, dude. It's
and I mentioned I've literally after almost every episode for the bulk of this first like core, I guess if you want to call it that. I've written books. I've written so many theories. I've just like been absolute word vomiting into little chunk of my Discord that we're all ReZero fans right there. So I've just been like absolutely just these past like 3 episodes, I've just been like, I hate it here. Like full stop. That's it. That's my whole thoughts.
Mom,
like
please come get
I'm
me.
not okay.
Mom,
like
I'm not having fun.
But I had talked about like what if he what if we end up losing all of our goats and he has to like re-experience everything through their books. I had talked about that weeks ago, like over a month ago at this point. I was like, what if that's what's gonna happen? Like he whenever we kill
everybody and learn
and like that is gonna hurt like, so fucking hard to see,
especially when the Amelia episode happens.
But just seeing like how you mentioned how delicate it is, but seeing his psyche where he's like, how did he get all of you to love him so much? How did this person who is capable of doing this like accomplish this? What lies did he tell you in order for, and I'm like, this is actually torture. It's actually like it's
as a viewer, I'm being tortured.
Yeah, and like I've already had this kind of conversation multiple times with people in the past. It's like Natsuki Subaru is one of the most tortured protagonists you will ever see, in that there are just entire worlds he's left behind that meant everything to him, and for those things to just, for the Etch-a-Sketch to just wipe it clean, and for him to have to like see these people and their dumbfounded faces as he spouts idiocy, and they're just like, what are you talking about? And like it's just this constant like, he just has so much taken away from him, and he just has to experience all of these just excruciatingly like blood curdling events over and over again. For him to have climbed as high as he did, and for it to just all be erased. And now
he doesn't even appreciate the gravity of that. Like,
oh my god,
he's obviously freaking out, but he doesn't even know what he's lost. Like,
this is like one of the most painful pieces of fiction I've ever read, in the best possible way imaginable.
It's so good.
It
really is.
Or Melee. We haven't even talked about Melee yet.
Do we think there's a checkpoint? Do we think there's just no returning now? Like, and that's just
we already know
canon?
There's no checkpoint, because when he came back, he didn't have his memories back still. Like he's
I'm talking about post Melee.
I don't know if there's a checkpoint set yet, but man, even if she comes back, her backstory, like the Capella shit, and now that it's used with Subaru's mind, it's gonna stick with him forever. He's gonna have to like live with.
That's the craziest thing, is because when we look at the two first villains, the first antagonists we get in the entire series is Elsa and Melee. Like the first arc is the storehouse arc. It's the day that he keeps repeating, and then once we get to the manor, it's the week that he keeps repeating, and it's the Maw Beast arc. And Melee is like the whole. So like knowing that an archbishop had pull all the way back then is fucking crazy to me. This was like such an insane reveal.
Knowing that Elsa told Melee, you shouldn't do everything she tells you to do. Elsa had the power to stand up and tell Capella, no.
Yeah.
That's Garfield upscale. That's my goat. That's my goat.
Bro, put the hard D on Garfield. That's crazy.
I love lasagna. Hate Mondays.
But I think this is just truly shaping up to be one of the greatest stories ever told, and it doesn't matter if you're talking about Isekai. It doesn't matter if you're talking about anime in general. It doesn't matter if you're talking about literally whatever. This transcends so much of everything that has ever been pen to paper written down, whether it's fiction or not. This is like, I think honestly it's worth the wait. Like I've waited for a fucking decade to get to this point, but like this is, I seriously, like I have to tell myself every day, like maybe not yet, don't put it in your top 3 yet, but like fuck dude, this shit is so good.
Still time for them to fuck it up, but nah dude, I don't think they will, man.
I've been waiting so long for very specific events to happen, and we've gotten them teased very recently, and like I just cannot fucking believe that it has literally been almost 10 years to the day since one of my favorite characters has had a single fucking speaking role, and then we get it. And it's not what I wanted. It's not at all what I wanted.
Now hold on. She said the word she said. That's pretty good. For,
Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
You'll get it next
Cody,
time,
don't you
hero.
fucking dare
Like,
talk to me right now. You know
if
things.
she were to say that, that's
you know
pretty
things
good.
that you can't. I can't fucking listen to you right now. Although I love you and you're beautiful.
The craziest part about it is that it gets worse.
I know. That's the thing. Is like I have to expect that the absolute worst happens here, and that's how we crawl our way back out of hell.
And we're just, I mean, so like, how much more?
Oh. Did it happen again?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
like, we're stuck
no.
in a fucking room right now.
you got stuck in one frame, bro.
Oh, am I stuck? Is it bad?
No, you're back now.
Are we back?
You're back.
Yeah, my camera's just been going up and down this whole time. It's like, maybe I'll work.
But you're not back to the 1920s, see?
Yeah, this whole technical thing is really quite the twist for me. I can't really wrap my head around it. But,
Oh,
you know.
and Natsuki Subaru really walked up them stairs. He really went, well, left, right, left, right, left, right.
I don't know what you were saying, but I have a thought once you're done, Jacoby, if you could run it back a bit.
Yeah, so oh my gosh, I gotta put it all together like what I even just said. But just how big is this tower? Like we're low-key stuck in like this section of it. There's so much more to go. So like we need to get over this hurdle, but like there's so much more.
I think they mentioned 6 floors and they're on the 3rd. But they're like Amelia has access to the 4th now. I don't know if I'm correct on that, but like I'm assuming there's only 2 more trials, unless there's more to this than we know of. If they're like, the library is the 3rd, the 4th is I think where Reed is at. So maybe we're already on to the 5th once we beat Reed. I don't fucking remember, but
either way, there's much bigger fish to fry, and yet we have to deal with who the hell is this kid? Like, who is Subaru Natsuki? Like, oh my god, dude.
Who the hell is Subaru Natsuki? Sorry.
Exactly, brother.
I think that
genuinely
this is like it's been so long since I've experienced something that I was this passionate about. Like in real time. Like same. Y'all heard me yap so fucking much about To Be Hero X and To Your Eternity and stuff like that. Like this outpaces it is officially rated above both of those things by several places in my top 10.
I love it.
Yeah, ReZero are really good.
It's fucking phenomenal. Yeah, really it's one of the best things I've ever watched, dude. It's so good.
You're one of the best I ever watched.
I cannot wait. And unfortunately, we're going to have to wait because we got a month in between now and the next 9 episodes that'll be coming out, right?
Yeah, I was going to ask. So, like, this was it, right?
Yeah, I believe we are on break now. Yeah, so it's 19 full episodes. It's not technically 2 cores, but we get 10 now and then 9 later. So we are coming back in a month's time.
Ending on June 17th with episode 11.
Are we? Well, hell yeah. One more week, boys. I
posted in ReZero. Yeah.
One more week,
hope so,
boys.
But I'm not going to lie. This episode felt like a season finale or a mid-season finale, whatever. Like,
no, they gotta end it with the song playing, and they gotta show Daniel walking up the stairs saying "Happy birthday."
Shut the hell up! Oh my god, I hate it here. I fucking hate it here. But yeah, if we get one more, that's even better, and then we'll get 8 at a later, like after they take a little bit of a break. So I don't know. This is the best season of ReZero I think we've ever gotten, and the bar has been set pretty fucking high, and I just cannot believe how much content we've gotten from these past like 10 episodes or whatever. You know what I mean? And
yeah, the amount of content's insane right now.
It's set up for so much more, and like dude, another huge dub for the simul dub that I don't have to like wait you know, and like I get to like experience this. Past couple episodes has been just an absolute masterclass in voice acting. Seeing the the depths of despair and insanity and futility and just it is true. If this doesn't win like 5 different awards, I don't know what the fuck we're even doing. But for voice acting
English
alone,
voice actors going insane
dude,
for Subaru. Dude.
Watch the sub.
Insane.
Like go watch the sub. Like I'm saying, fucking god tier, legendary voice acting all around, dub and sub. But specifically, like everything that Subaru has been through.
It'll definitely be getting the. Yeah.
Oh,
we lost it at the end.
Am I coming in crazy again?
You
were for a second.
Okay. Oh, I just said it sounds like we're eating with simuldub.
Yes.
Right the 2 instances that we have of it.
Well, the 2 of it. We were eating with demons, and then they fucked us. I hate.
Same with Liar Game.
Were we eating?
I'm just kidding. I don't hate it.
Were we eating?
Yeah. Sorry.
That being said, boys, do we want to move on to a little bit of One Piece?
Showdown
of One Piece.
One Piece, baby.
I don't got a lot to say. Yeah, I don't. It's just kind of meh. This was like an okay episode and an okay chapter, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I guess we're 2 episodes deep since last pod, and then like 1 chapter deep because we were on like a break, I think. First off, I love chapter breaks because the internet can actually chill out for a second. But I've been enjoying it. To start with the anime before we dive into that, like I've been enjoying it. I do think the most recent episode. I mean, like it's the classic thing where like the really heavy hitting parts of it happen in like the last 5 minutes, but like otherwise it's a fun adventure. But you know, overall, I think the anime is doing a great job of improving upon what the manga gave us. I've said that multiple times, in my opinion, staying there. Like I like the way it's presenting Elbaf in general. But yeah, I honestly don't think I have too much to add. I guess a week ago, the episode where Robin got to see the actual owl library, I just want to touch on that because, like, man, One Piece made me cry 2 weeks in a row. Like, that scene was also so good, dude. Like, really good.
Well done.
Absolutely cooking with just all of the Robin moments. So deserved. It's been fantastic.
You guys looking forward to the mural?
So looking forward to the
It's
mural.
all I want to see right now, man. I need to see it. I need to see my boy Frankie's reaction. I can't wait for Patrick Sets to be like, wow!
I know, in 4 years when they finally give us the English dub of it.
Yeah, fucking
I'm still like so curious how they're going to present this Harley. I'm so excited to see the way they expand upon it, because like that's like a prime example of a moment that, like, you know, I really think they're going to go like storybook wise, and like we'll get the narrator like reading us, you know, the first world, second world, third world vibes, and I think that's going to be so damn cool.
Only's about to go fucking nuts, man. For real.
They'll have like anime original like scenes as they read over it and like showing like the different worlds or things.
Yeah.
Or what do you think
of Chopper?
I'm not gonna expect anything phenomenal from it. I think it's gonna be like a pretty cool moment, but I'm not gonna like think. I don't think they're gonna like blow it out of the water. You know.
Why not?
Why wouldn't I think they will.
There's been a few
moments in all of One Piece.
There's been a few moments.
I want to answer Cody's question. My bad. I do think that they'll expand a little bit on like how Robin's reading it and interacting with the mural, like from her like perspective. Obviously, she's not interacting with it perfectly. I'm really interested to see what they do with Chopper while she's reading it, because he's gonna be
he's in there too.
He's an intelligent being, you know what I mean? Like, so I think they're gonna add to that. Sorry, boys, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to make sure I got to answer Cody's question there.
Oh no, for sure, brother, for sure.
Yeah, I was also going to answer his question. I think that there's been several moments in the recent anime history that people were kind of expecting to be a bit more magnanimous, and they just were like, whatever. Like specifically the ending of Vegapunk's speech, people were expecting them to just do so much more with it, and we just got like kind of a 1-to-1 to the panel, and people were really not happy with it. I'm like, that. What more did you really expect?
I didn't even hear that discourse. Yeah, I was about to say Vegapunk's speech was lackluster in the manga, and I expected it to be lackluster in the anime.
And so like I didn't think that like that last panel
it was just all right.
That last panel showing all of the people who are like going to be obviously the contenders to go and get the One Piece. Like I thought that panel was sick, and I thought that moment in the anime was fine. It was just the panel. That's pretty much all. It was just they showed like just the individuals, and then they zoomed out, and it was just the panel. It was like kind of a 1-to-1. I wasn't expecting them to like revolutionize that moment, so I wasn't let down by it.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in that same place with the mural.
I can see you. I see like the concept for it. My only argument to that is like the way this mural is presented, like as a children's story, like as it finally giving us some like the biggest information. Maybe I am just like being a little like, you know, looking too forward. But again, with what we've seen in Elbaf very specifically, with the way they're expanding on these chapters to a degree to stretch them to be like one full episode and stuff like that, like the little like, you know, anime canon moments that are happening or whatever. I think there's a big chance for them to do something special with this, especially because this is just, I mean, such a big piece of information, and you know, it's a good way for them to give us a visual thing while just like things are being narrated, and kind of give us a like montage style thing. So I don't know, maybe I am just hoping for a little too much. Maybe I'll end up being disappointed, but it's also set to be the core finale, which just like timeline wise, as far as animes are concerned, they tend to leave off on a big episode that feels grand. So I think there's a high potential for that. Another thing, as much as I'm looking forward to the mural, next episode, we get to meet the other Holy Knight that is with Gunko and get to figure out maybe what the heck is going on. And that's going to be a huge moment for the anime onlys. And I think that's pretty, I'm actually really, really excited for that scene. So we have something heavy to look forward to next week. I've been loving watching the anime only discourse with this guy who looks like Shanks.
Heavies to look forward to, you know what I'm saying?
On the table, Cody.
Well, we got the heavy this week with all the anime extra for Ripley, man. Toei cooked on Ripley. Let me tell you something.
It's time since Jacoby has promoted to Toei Animation.
Yep. Go ahead. Exclamation Toei show.
Toei show.
I already got you. I got it. Don't worry.
There it is.
I think Go ahead.
Do we really need that? Like, I know I'm the resident gooner here, and like, man, but like,
no, we didn't.
I'm tired of gooning, Grandpa.
It's too damn bad.
To get to my funny One Piece.
Too damn bad.
Oh my god! I don't even know what you're trying to say right now.
I don't remember. I don't think it was as egregious in the manga as it was made in the anime. Is what I'm trying.
Not even close, dude. No. They tripled down on it in the anime. Like the manga just like the manga showed him like kind of floating above. Like so we didn't get like.
But is anybody surprised at that?
And this.
Like anybody in the world, are they surprised that the anime made some of the fan service more fan service? Like at this point, like no.
I'm mad at it simply because it was Ripley, and I love Ripley, but no. I do get that it was absolutely not necessary.
No, but I mean,
Jacoby's bosses never.
Look at what happened to Viola.
Do nothing wrong.
Like an entire character design.
Or Rebecca.
It's like I'm not surprised in the slightest at this point. I don't know. I don't really. It doesn't like. I only really care too much about the anime at this point for like the hype episodes. I'm there for like the meh episodes, which in my opinion, these past two that we got, they're kind of meh. There were some decent moments, but like
they were. I'll acknowledge that too. Yeah.
But I'm not like I'm just like I'm already like kind of meh even with what we're gonna be getting into when we talk about the manga. So I don't know. Like Elbaf's just it's not my favorite arc. Yeah, it feels off in a lot of ways, and Cody and I were talking about this not too long ago, and when we get to the manga stuff we'll get more specific, but like I do think that the anime is doing an interesting job of making it a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more appropriately scaled, and it's smoothing out some of the roughness of the start of the arc, but like I don't know, man. I'm just kind of meh on a lot of it.
I'm sorry you feel that way, brother.
I am too.
Yep, I don't feel
I'd
that
like
way
to
at
get into
all.
the manga now, though, just so you can elaborate more on that. So I will give the
Yeah, we
chat
might as
a
well.
spoiler warning for up to a 1184 in the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you want to elaborate more on that, guys, I would love to hear it.
Cody, you want to
I
go?
think this arc is weird in the placement that most One Piece arcs we start off with establishing. I don't think it's too weird to say that most arcs start off with splitting up the Straw Hats, and then we establish the island's culture, and we get an introduction to a background cast of characters that set up the narrative and the culture, and like presenting what the antagonistic forces are supposed to be for this arc. But with the shift in focus towards One Piece's end goal of story, I feel like where we would normally have an Elbaf focused arc, this is more of a we're setting up an end of One Piece story arc. And I think Elbaf has suffered not substantially for it, but I think it's noticeable to say that Elbaf is not a typical One Piece arc, and I think that the uh, geography, like I want to say like the history. Like I want more lore on Elbaf. I wanted to flesh out Elbaf more. I wanted it to be like Alabasta. I wanted it to be like Dressrosa. I wanted this huge, vibrant history to like explore and delve into. And yet, right now, we're in Brook backstory, or we're getting Rock's backstory, or we're getting, it just feels like we're all over the place because we're setting up for the ending of One Piece. And it just feels like Elbaf is suffering for it.
Yeah, I feel like
I have to agree in that point as well, if I can, real quick, Vex. I feel like it's way more setup, and it's missing a lot of post time skip has missed that sense of adventure. I will say I think Whole Cake Island kind of captured it for a moment. So did Wano. But Elbaf hasn't had that at all, and I really think that the way that Oda had set this arc up throughout the story, we all expected it to be more sense of adventure than it has been. Like you said, it's been very much heavy. This is the end. You know what I mean? We're setting up the final villain. We're setting up the final goal. We're setting up going for the One Piece. So I see that complaint entirely. Go ahead, Vex. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I just feel like a lot of when we do this island hopping and we get to these settings that are like kind of like their own bubbles, and there are ways that some aspects of them can foreshadow forward or circle back to some overarching things and whatnot. But it feels just like so much of what is supposed to make Elbaf its own unique setting is just being cannibalized for the greater overarching things that are happening. It feels like this plot has just been bulldozed in a sense, which I think is a bit of a shame. And I'm not disliking Elbaf, but I'm definitely not putting it in my top 5 as far as like One Piece arcs go. And I think that with the buildup that we had, it should have been top 5 worthy for me specifically. And I'm not mad at people who are putting it in as their top 1 or in their top 3 or in their top 5 or anything. I'm definitely understanding that there's a crazy amount of hype going on. There's some really big events, and I agree that they are big events. I just don't share in thinking that is defining of what I was expecting of Elbaf the entire series for like 1,000+ episodes and chapters and whatnot to get to here. I just I think that it's unfortunate that we got to spend so much time in other places like Wano, notoriously the absolute longest arc in One Piece, and some of that still was left unresolved. And now that we're in this final saga bit, it's like Oda's writing has completely changed. It just doesn't feel like we're even remotely like being given the same like story through the same like methods that we were getting even 2 arcs ago. It feels so starkly contrasted, and that's not bad. Like when we island hop, we'd often get this whiplash for a bit. It just feels like what Elbaf was set up for. I was just kind of thinking that it would be a lot more Elbaf and a lot less just a ton of reveals and all this overarching stuff that's just kind of bulldozing over Elbaf.
Yeah, I mean, so to hit a couple of these points that were just tackled, like Lucas talked about the lack of adventure here, where a lot of arcs feel like we get the adventure. That's the entire beginning of this arc, in my opinion. That was the adventure. Well, the Straw Hats got split up, and half of them were in Legoland, half of them were on a ship. You know, some of them are wandering around in the underworld talking to Loki, and that's the number one thing everyone complains about. It seems like about Elbaf is the adventure part of it, where we have more time with the Straw Hats kind of together a little bit, doing their own adventure and stuff like that. That's the part people hated the most, and then like not getting as much time in Elbaf. Like, while I understand, like I do get, and I hope and wish we could get more time in physical main time Elbaf of exploration. We still got that. Like, we got to see that the owl library exists. We got to see the city itself. We got to see Aru's castle through Gabon and Shanks's flashbacks. We've gotten to see Gabon's house and those places. We've seen the school at this point. We've seen everything like that's necessary to see on the main two lands without seeing any of the Heaven land, which again could be the back quarter of this arc where we get a lot more adventure or whatever when it comes time to finally talk about what's going on up there. That's another huge moment for them to add more adventure in. And on top of that, the Herald part of the backstory, which was still 50% of like that backstory that we got, was all kind of like Elbaf lore, and we got to see it from a lot of older times and kind of see how it grew and how it ended up the way it is now. I respect you guys' opinions on it. Definitely don't. I mean, like by all means, like feel how you feel. That doesn't make sense to me. And even like the stark difference in like storytelling. It's followed the exact same formula I've expected. The only difference is we're getting a second large scale or at least crucial backstory, I guess. But even still, I expected that in the middle of the fight. Would I have rathered it happen before the fight or after the fight? For sure. Like I don't love it when these fights get interrupted, but it's not something I haven't, come to expect with this because it's happened in every other One Piece fight ever. It's just that's the way Oda writes. He's more about the story and not as much about like the fights and the action. So we're getting a lot of that. And at the end of the day, I like the lore more than I like anything else. I mean, to be completely honest, as much as I love Luffy and hanging out with the Straw Hats, like it doesn't bother me when we sit in a flashback when it's information like this. Like the stuff that we're getting with Brooke, I find incredibly interesting, and I cannot wait to figure out or unravel the mystery that is Princess Shuri and what is going on with her and how we kind of got here. Like yet again, this is just another one of those how did we get here? And to be fair, Oda has kind of written himself into a place where I do think Elbaf got away from him in the concept of now he's made it to this point so deep into the story, but there is still so much he has to tell us about. And because of that, he is getting kind of stuck on like forced, like, information dump kind of things, which is slowing down the pace of the story and all of that. I'm not going to sit here and say that this is like a perfect execution by any means. And also, I'm a newer One Piece fan, especially compared to like you guys in a lot of ways. So for me, like this is super par for course and everything that I've been looking forward to and more. It's got insanely high action, the best lore in my opinion that we've gotten in the series so far, specifically about characters that I've been the most interested in learning about. We have the Emu reveal, and we've also seen their abilities now. We have the Shanks Shamrock reveal. We have. Well, did I break up a little bit?
No.
Oh, I said massive dub for me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. No. Like Lucas got a huge dub theory-wise. Like so many questions that have been asked in the One Piece like fandom for literal decades at this point are getting answered in this arc. For me personally, this is everything I wanted and more. And I couldn't be happier being a week to week with it right now. I'm having the most fun I've had with One Piece I've had so far, and I've had a great time all the way. I'm a little bit newer in all of this, but it's hitting for me, dude. It's giving all the things.
I think that there's definitely examples of like, I don't think any of us were saying it's devoid of like adventure or it's devoid of its own lore or anything like this. So like saying all of that, I get what you're saying.
Be reductive like
no. So, but the thing is I just think that, like you were saying, us getting the best lore we've ever gotten and stuff, and like all of it's like these are all overarching things that could have happened anywhere, and it just so happened that they happened here because of plot, because of X, Y, and Z.
The Harley couldn't be couldn't be anywhere else. Like the Herald to Loki backstory wouldn't be anywhere else. Rox's best friend in the world. I'm specifically
referring to the whole fight that we're away from right now. Like there's ways.
So the Brook one. Okay, and that's cool. I just want to like confirm like that's where we're at.
No, like but the gigantic big bad reveal for the entire series, you know, that could have happened, you know, in several different places. It just so happened to happen here. And I feel like that is a massive bulldozing of, we didn't really get to like stretch our legs. Like we had like one banquet where we like shared some drinks and some laughs and things like that. But like we didn't get to do, like you were mentioning that we saw all of these, you know, proper nouns, all of these locations and what, that's all on one branch. We have seen one branch of Elbath and what is directly below it in the underworld. But like we have explored so little of this place. And I think that I personally, we're hitting some points
like we do in each arc.
We're hitting like, some points. And again, I'm not saying that we're not hitting them at all. I'm not saying that.
I don't know. Like, I guess I just don't see. I guess my imagination could take me anywhere, right? Obviously, it's a big place. There's a lot to explore. But like, you know, as always, we're exploring the parts that are kind of crucial, you know, and the parts that are lived in. Like, and we've been told through the flashback about all these other places, like the liquor village that Estrid came from, and like the bar that Ida runs, and the little things. I don't know. Maybe I don't feel like I'm missing things out of this, I guess, and I think that's where my disconnect is with you.
If you look at look at the amount of like actual setting building that we've done here comparatively to arcs that are shorter than it, it's already in one of the longest arcs in One Piece. If you look at how long it's been going, it is already in like the top 5, I think. And there are places like Fishman Island that had much less time, that had established a much more cohesive like structure for the geography around it. And it's like, this isn't even my biggest gripe. This is just a thing that I feel like is lacking. And I'm not saying it's devoid entirely. I'm just saying I feel like it's lacking. And I think there's a conversation there, you know?
No. I'm not telling you guys you are wrong. I'm just saying where I stand on that.
Yeah, I see that entirely, but I have to agree with Jacoby. I don't think it's lacking in that area. Like he said, I think like getting the coastal bar and figuring out it's Ida's, which we had gotten in at the end of Wano. You know what I mean? We got that bar at the end of Wano. And everything. I think the flashbacks were the only thing that I really have negative to say. I think the Herald one, I get that it all made sense to do it that way. It just was so much, and it was so fucking long. And then to get the Emu reveal here, like Vex said, that could have happened anywhere. It could have been after they got done with Elbath, and they were like,
very true.
Let's sell to Laugh-Tale. And he was like, fuck you thought. You know what I mean? Attack them on the ship. Show you're not afraid to like come in and assault them. But I see what you're saying with it. It kind of like waylaying the rest of the story, because we have the Harley text and stuff. Frankie still has not met up with the other Straw Hats to be like, guys, you got to see this fucking thing I saw. You know what I mean? Because he's going to 100%. Frankie's not the kind of person to just like, we're going to ignore this.
Yeah. Between him and Robin, it will be brought up again.
Usopp has had a lot of moments in this arc, but like one of my bigger gripes about Elbath, if I could, is, you know, as someone who Usopp rotates out of my 3rd place and 4th place, or no, he stays in my top 3 all the time. And he's had his moments and stuff, and like he's had a lot of banger bars, right? Especially like right before this flashback and stuff like that. Stood up to Emu, blasted the motherfucker in the face, wasn't afraid of anything. But I wanted more from him in this arc, because it's of how, and not specifically just him. I wanted more from him and Luffy as a duo in this arc, because it had been so important to both of them to come here that it showed how excited they were. Like, and they did the flashback of the panel of them, Elbath, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted more from them with that. But I see where you're coming from. Exactly. And I see where you're coming from, Bex, like I said, but I do have to agree with Jacoby. I think this arc's hitting in a lot of ways. I think Oda's in his bag right now, writing-wise, but I do have to say I agree with Cody in the sense that it's a lot of setup. This is a lot of I'm setting up for my final gambit. And who knows? Next arc, we could not even have a big bad. It's just a solid adventure to get to where we're going. We stop at Lodestar maybe and get a little bit more from there, and then we get the final Poneglyph or whatever, and then we hit fucking Laugh Tale before the final war. However it goes down, I think that he's doing all of this setup in Elbaf, sadly, just so that he doesn't have to do it in the following arcs. Obviously, there will be payoffs and answers to big questions, but I think that it's a case of he knows if he does this all now, he can focus more on the story that's presently happening. He doesn't have to explain with big ass flashbacks and stuff like that. Obviously, we'll still get a massive flashback for the Void Century and shit like that. I'm not saying there won't be flashbacks, but I think Oda knows what he's doing. And I think he needs us to trust him right now. I think he needs us to trust in the method that he's using to tell the story at the moment, even if it feels a little discombobulated compared to how great he is at setting up these other arcs.
And like, so that's another thing. Like, Cody, if you wanted to say anything before I go off, I got another little tangent, but I want to give you the floor because you were the person who kind of stoked this conversation. If you had anything else you wanted to chime in about.
No, I'm happy to hear all points of views. I wanted to get the way how I felt the arc is feeling to me. Me personally, I don't know if I'd put this in top 10 yet.
Yeah. That's the thing is, that's what I'm going
to I feel the same way about Whole Cake. You know, everybody praises, and I think the Sanji backstory hits very hard, but it's not even in my top 15. You know what I mean? Like, of overall arcs in the story.
And so that's something I'm going to address is like, I think that for all intents and purposes, if you were to take pieces of this within the entire, if you zoom out and just look at the Herald flashback without the context of what is directly surrounding it in the Elbaf subplot, but if you just look at what the Herald flashback does for the entirety of the series of One Piece, it's great. That should be a 10 out of 10 flashback. That's like right up there with Kuma maybe for some people. But when you actually slot it in and look at the context that is directly surrounding it, it doesn't feel as narratively structured as what we got from Egghead and Kuma and from a whole bunch of other previous flashbacks, like the Law flashback, the Robin flashback, etc. Some of the best flashbacks that we've ever gotten, that it deserves to be in that conversation, but I think that the context surrounding it takes a bit of steam away from it for me specifically. And I think the same thing about the Brook flashback right now. This has all of the makings to be the single greatest Straw Hat flashback. This could beat Robin. This could beat both of Sanji's. This could beat every other backstory we've gotten from any of the Straw Hats. This absolutely could be top one for the Straw Hats, right? But because of the writing surrounding it, because of the context here, and the fact that it's taking away from the action and things like that, and I'm not saying it plummets it. I'm just saying that does take some steam away from it, in my opinion. Some of these component parts should be able to be added together to give a 10 out of 10 arc. And I just do not think that they give me a 10 out of 10 for me specifically. I think that a lot of these components are phenomenal, but I think the way that the narrative structure of this arc has been presented does not speak to a top 10 arc for me.
That's fair. That's very fair, man. Before we continue, are we wanting to hit the chapter actually at all? Like what we saw this week? Or will
Levin's my go.
I love Reuven. Reuven, I think is his name.
Reuven.
Reuven or Reuven, I've been told. It's you don't pronounce the E. I don't know. But dude, he's an absolute goat. Brook, all right, let's actually talk about something kind of crazy. Brook mentions his family in this, like he mentions like a brother.
He has brothers
and stuff like that. So like obviously, like I'm not trying to get like the super theory brain, like Kuzan's his son and blah blah blah. But like just the concept of there being more family.
Brook is a great uncle. He's the great uncle.
Great uncle. No, quite literally though. Like so much more likely.
It's so funny though.
Just those concepts of like opening up the world of like how big Brook's family could be, his connections, him being from the West Blue, and like the potential Davy connection. Like, I don't think that's necessarily it, but I do think Ryuven looks a lot like Rox in that capacity. I think there is a conversation to be had that it's possible that they have some Davy connections, which would be really, really interesting. Without that being like a hard coded, like this is definitely happening and confirmed for these reasons. But lots of very interesting, like kind of like nuggets of info and similarities that I'm catching in this flashback.
Oh,
Yeah, I think the best panel, obviously, for me was the ending with them talking about how Brooke's going to be a star and we got to get this kid in school and everything like that.
Yep.
Just sealed how I feel about the King and Candela. But the Marines going so brutal on Brooke, like just another reminder of how bad the world government
how bad they are.
get. Yeah.
even
And
back
Ryuven being such a goat, seeing it, he's like, the government's like this, and this is like all like the poverty of my own kingdom. Like,
yeah,
you guys gotta remember how old Brooke is too. Like the Marines have been trash like this for so long. Like, he's like what 90 something. So this has been like almost 90 years ago approximately. So like
we're at 70,
almost a century, centuries even.
Centuries.
But overall, that was a decent chapter. You know what I mean? Like, it really set up the vibe of how much Brooke owes the King and why he jokes with him about like waiting for him to die with Candela and stuff like that. Like, they have a very much like a brotherly relationship. You can tell that like this King, or even like a father and a son, because they're 20. He's 20. What is he, like 10 years his senior? I think it is, or 20 years.
Something along those lines.
Something like that. Like, or either like a father and son. I know Brooke, like you said, he mentioned that he has a mom and a brother, I think it was, or something like that.
Yeah. Definitely a brother, and like either like I'm trying to find I got the chapter pulled up. I'm trying to find it. But yeah, he definitely has a brother. That's for sure. Yeah, dad, mom, and little bro is what he says. Dad, mom, and little bro.
Exactly. So like, I would like to see, like, even if we don't get like full names for them or anything, just like Brooke obviously got himself in high standing. I don't see him being a person that wouldn't take care of his family as well.
Exactly. Like go back and try to find them.
Exactly.
Or whatever. Exactly, dude. Also, boys, how do we feel about Candel? Do we trust her? Because I don't.
I think
I
so.
don't trust her. I do.
I've seen some interesting theories. Like there's people who've been like on that whole Nerona Candel thing, like just like they've been saying like Davy D Brooke or whatever. Like I just don't think everyone. I don't think everyone needs to be related to everyone. I think that
I fully agree with that statement.
I don't know. I've been in your live reactions whenever you're reading your chapters on Sundays. Go check out Twitch, link in the description for Jacoby. But so I understand like kind of your angle at like thinking that she's definitely a little more sus, but like I don't personally get any of those vibes, but I see how other people can, if that makes sense, you know.
No, I absolutely. I'm not gonna sit here and say that without a doubt she is not trustworthy, but like, and this is all headcanon theory brain, all of this stuff at this point. This is just things I'm thinking about, and conversations that I've had. But yeah, I just my things that I point out the most is whenever Brooke talks about the people he owes, he doesn't mention Candel ever. Like when he first yells at Gunko / Shuri. He calls her the father killing daughter or whatever it is, and then again he's talking to her about how he owes everything to her father, and with all of those connections, or with the amount of times he's had the chance to say I owe everything to your parents, but he says I owe everything to your father and almost never mentions her. Now it's really fresh, we don't have a lot of information when I say almost never. Out of what, 2.5 chapters, we can pull this. I get that. But it just seems interesting, and it seems like there's way more to her side of this story than we know. Like, we know that Ryuven dies, publicly, or at least the public knowledge is he dies by the hands of his daughter. We don't know what happens to Candel yet. And then, of course, like the other angle of this is a lot of people say that, either she's a holy. Of course, I think the big one is that she's a holy knight and Brooke is the Holy Knights. Or was part of the Holy Knights. I definitely do not think Brooke was part of the Holy Knights. No, he just wouldn't go for that, especially with what the world government did to him in this fucking chapter specifically. Like literally in this chapter, there's just no way he would do that. But I like the theory a lot currently of Candel and this kingdom inspiring the order that is the Holy Knights. So the Holy Knights, you know, we know for a fact minimum existed 39 years ago because they were at God Valley. But before that, we don't have any legitimate, like, hard found knowledge of the Holy Knight started. We know the Elders have been around for a long time, but not the HKs. And obviously, their outfits are very similar. That's like the biggest thing that people are pulling is like the way Candel and Brooke in his like 27-year-old form are dressed. You know, it's very, very reminiscent of the Holy Knights. And she specifically in this most recent chapter in the official translations tells Ryuven, you know, when they're going to attack and save Brooke, she says, "I am your trusted blade," which, you know, sounds very similar to devoted blade of God, you know, like the level that we first saw Gunko at in God Valley. So there's a lot of these tertiary things that are enough for me to at least like consider this theory, and that's really kind of why I want to present it like that. Not to say it's guaranteed, but I think there's enough to actually have the conversation around it.
It's it'd be such a nice twist from Oda to actually like follow through with I would it would be a happy change of pace. I only see her as like love interest for Brooke right now. As like he's just goo goo gaga, and that's why he's like you know, like that. But the theory is interesting. I just don't know if Oda has does Oda have the balls to do that with a female character? Like, is he gonna go the whole 9 mile? Like,
I think so. I mean, Estrid, he did it in the same arc.
I guess, yeah.
And that, to be honest, Cody, that is like the core of like where this started for me. Even before like my chat started getting to me, is like she just gave me Estrid vibes with the way everyone was like, "Oh my God, she's gorgeous," and like she's just shown with, you know, twinkling stars around her, and like she is just the epitome of beauty. But she's definitely, I mean, like, you know, hasn't showed her hand if she is malicious at this point. Like she hasn't done anything.
I didn't fall
malicious.
for Estrid because Estrid was ugly. And I would fall for Kendall because Oda did not make her conventionally ugly. He made her very conventionally attractive and gave her the Nami face palette. That's why I'd be really like, whoa.
I would say that Estrid was conventionally attractive, dude. She was bad as hell. I was smashing the WoW.
I had to walk away for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, Estrid, Loki's mom.
Yikes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, her personality's shit, but like she's still hot. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, she got uglier as we learned about her, but like on very first appearances, I would say on equal level with Candel. And the only difference is Candel has more clothes on. Oda wasn't gooning as much with her. Sadly, he chose her daughter.
Yikes. Classic.
Yikes.
Yep.
Yeah, after no.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
I knew exactly where you were going.
I almost said it, and I did it.
Oh my God. I can't right now. Holy shit.
Can you left?
Sure. I don't know. I just think that, like, I think this flashback specifically has all of the makings to be like a 10 out of 10, like I said before. But it's just kind of unfortunate the way that it, like, this arc is kind of just framed it, in my opinion. Like, I'm gonna be excited to continue to get what we're getting, and I'm gonna be excited to get back into what we were getting, but it just feels off, you know, like, and I don't know, there's a lot of other places in One Piece where I could just like think that like that felt immaculate, that felt so perfectly woven. This just doesn't hit that same bar, and that's kind of just where I'm at across the board for a lot of Elbaf. But am I still enjoying it? Yes. Am I still going to keep reading? Yes. Is Brooke my favorite Straw Hat, and he always has been since the second I fucking met him? Yes. And as a Brooke fan, I'm extremely excited to be getting what we're getting. But I just feel like if you were to look at these components separately, obviously there's a lot of great here, but like, I think that when you put them all together the way that they have been put together, I feel like it could be a little bit more. And I'm hoping that I get to a point with Elbaf where I don't feel like that anymore.
I hope so too, brother. I hate that for you, especially being in a flashback for one of your all-time favorite characters. I hate that you can't be excited for it, man.
I'm definitely excited for it. I'm just like not as excited as I feel. I don't know. It feels a little, at this point, it feels like getting a backstory. It's just it's kind of convenient. And like, I think that it's working out fine, but this just doesn't feel like it's something that there's so many different instances in One Piece where you're like, oh my God, we've been cooking that for like a couple hundred chapters now. This feels very kind of just shoehorned in a bit. Like there's little bits of breadcrumbs with the Gunko, like her favorite song being The New World and stuff like this, but it's just like, this just feels very, it's an overarching thing that was introduced like it's arc centric. And so I just think it's losing a little bit of splendor there.
Word. I hear you, brother. Well, boys, y'all got anything else y'all want to spit on about this chapter?
No.
Yeah, let me spit on it.
Wild.
I think it was like a 7 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like a solid 7 out of 10 chapter.
Yeah. I probably gave it somewhere around there, like 7.8 maybe. Nothing, nothing outright crazy, but enjoyable lore. Lost a couple points in the first couple pages. Classic Oda shit. It was a good chapter though. I'm happy about this flashback. I'm excited for more. I'm excited for this chapter this week because it seems like whenever we go on a break week, Oda comes back swinging with a chapter.
I'll stand 10 toes on it. That I think a bad arc, a bad flashback. I don't even think this is bad, but like I think it can have wonderful characters. And Reuven is literally a 10 out of 10 character. I love him. That one, I literally saved that one fucking panel of him like fucking like rising from the dead with like a fucking bottle of booze and like blackjack cards. You're like, hey yo, like that's my fucking guy.
Yeah,
I love him so much. An absolute 10 out of fucking 10 character. It's been since Odin since I felt like this. It's literally like a 180 of like I love this dude. I don't think I like did this arc literally. I'm gonna be really sad when they kill him, man, because we already know he's dead.
Yeah, that's the tragedy of this flashback. It's like we know where it ends already, which is even worse. Like it's like, damn. Baru's doing the thing he always does. He makes you love a character just to kill him. Reuven is the Ida of this flashback.
He's so fucking cool. I absolutely fuck with him. I give it I think 7 out of 10 is fair.
I think that's a valid place to put it. I can't argue with that. Does that lead us into our homework, boys?
I've got a few lightning round manga things to talk about really quick. I wanted to speak on some series that I brought up before, 2 in particular, and one that's new. And I'll be pretty quick about it. But Haunted Peak is indeed actually peak. It started out pretty unassuming, kind of slow, beautiful background art, phenomenal, just scenic kind of art and whatnot. But we finally got to meet kind of the guy that has just been like this enigmatic figure throughout the story. And we got to have a conversation with him. We got to see some really, really, really compelling, tragic backstory writing. And I wasn't expecting this series to get to this level of depth. I was just kind of enjoying like the background art, but like, holy shit, Haunted Peak has done some really, really phenomenal things in the past, 2 chapters. The art kind of reminds me of a lot of what I love about Land of the Lustrous, which is my favorite manga of all time, in that there's these really cool, just gradient kind of style backgrounds that you can only really get from a digitally composed manga. You just kind of don't see that in pen and paper really ever because of the nature of what it all entails. It's a lot of inking. And these reverse silhouettes where they're whited out and they have these kind of spectral or glassy kind of texture to them during this like really heartbreaking backstory that I actually specifically myself from my own tragic backstory very much connected with. This was truly riveting. It put a lump in my throat, and we're 9 chapters in, and that's crazy. I wasn't expecting
Super
it,
early.
so I highly recommend it as just something to keep up weekly with. It doesn't come out on Sundays. It comes out on like an off day. I don't know why, but it is on the Shonen Jump app. And on the Viz website if you go check it out. But I really enjoyed the art for the first like 5 chapters or so, and then it started to get kind of interesting. But chapter 8 and 9 were breathtaking, absolutely phenomenal.
Word. They had to save some budget for what was coming. They're like, all right, we got to chill out a little bit.
There's a lot of these
in chapter 8 and 9.
There's a lot of these new series that have to kind of prove themselves pretty quickly, or they'll get canceled. Mm-hmm. It's happened. Like we saw Alien Headbutt got canceled. And it was, I think it was only in like the teens. It was like, I think it was like 13 or 19 chapters deep or something. Centuria, we weren't sure back in when it was like really fresh still. There was like a bit where it was potentially going to get canceled, and then thank God it didn't, because it's cooking still so hard right now. But I think that this has done a good job, and I don't see enough people talking about it, but you should all definitely give it.
I haven't seen anybody talking about it for real, so
it's like,
so hell yeah.
It's like 1 volume deep right now, basically. We just got chapter 9, chapter 10 might be out right now, but I haven't read it. But go give it the 1 volume test. It's really fucking something. Like, and I also have to shout out Roku's House of Oddities. This is another one that I talked about. It's like it's kind of dealing with like the occult and with like cursed spirits, but not like the JJK kind. But like it's really interesting because it's comedy forward. It's very comedy forward. The most recent chapter, they're just talking about the eclipse in Berserk. There's they literally have a scene 2 chapters back where one of the curses like breathes like and it kind of boils the blood of these lunch ladies, and the main character's like, oh my god, we have Gear 2 lunch ladies, like, and it does so many references. It's really funny, and it's really like it's like so comedy forward, but like there is this one chapter, I think it was chapter 6, that just absolutely floored me, because it's these 5 kooky spirits that he summoned up, and now they live with him, and he has to find ways to connect with what has kept them lingering in this realm. But because he did the rituals to summon them fucked up, they don't have their memories themselves. So he has to like get to know them, and at their core, like figure out how to basically dispel them so that they are no longer eternal and they can finally be laid to rest. And there's this
nice.
He goes to this family restaurant that he and his parents used to go to a long time ago. This is how we find out his parents are no longer alive. And he has always viewed this place as a curse since then. And now that he's living with these curses, he has kind of redefined the way that he views parts of the world, and maybe this is his new family. And one of the curses like sees that he's going through kind of a mental breakdown and tells him like, don't turn a beautiful place into a curse. And I was like, oh my god, dude, like there is just like some real absolute depth to some of these moments. And there's so much more about that chapter that I really like as well. Like the 5 curses have like a moment where they're all playing like a video game with him in a previous chapter. It's really funny because it's like culture shock. They're all like Yuru. They're from like this feudal era. Fucking, they've never seen a video game before in their life. So when they all get to this like pizza parlor, this like family restaurant, there's like this funny thing on the back of the kids menu where it's like spot the differences, and there's like 5 differences, and everyone's like, this is the same exact photo, there's no differences, and they're all like failing to see it and whatnot. And like there's a moment where he ties in and he's in his inner monologue having this mental breakdown, and he's like, I don't need 5 more differences in my life, do I? and he's talking about these curses and the way that they're like redefining his outlook on things. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy how deep, because like this is just a comedy, right? But it's like, it's actually a lot more. And I have been thoroughly enjoying it. And again, it's like 8 chapters deep right now. And I think it was chapter 6 that shit like blew me away. And there's another really good chapter as well.
I had checked out Haunted Peak's first chapter and really enjoyed the art style. I need to pick it back up, especially now that you've kind of gotten further into the series and they're hitting their first emotional moments and stuff. I really need to check out the Roku's House of Oddities, though. I keep seeing it on the app, and I'm like, it's in my like favorited list, so I know to read it, but I just have not started it yet. But every time you've been talking, I love hearing you talk about manga, especially since you're just kind of now getting into it fully. It's wonderful, brother. I got to say that.
I mean, I was into manga for a really long time. I just got out of it, but
I know too.
But there's another one that I just picked up recently. A good friend of mine had said I should give it a shot because I'm in my slice of life arc currently, and this one is a rom-com, which is not something I really thought I would ever be interested in. But let me tell you, this shit is absolute fucking peak. And it's called They Are Still Being Shaken This Morning. And I talked to Jacoby a little bit about this one not that long ago.
Oh, yeah.
So it focuses on these 2 high school kids who ride the same train every morning.
Right.
They get on at different stops. They get off at different stops. They go to different schools. They live in different neighborhoods, but they ride the same train every single morning. And this boy has the biggest crush on that girl. And it's so funny because it's so obvious to the bystanders, to just the other passengers that also ride this exact same train every morning. And that's our main characters. The main characters is not the boy and the girl per se. The main characters is the peanut gallery. It's the passengers of the train who see this romance burgeoning in front of them. And so they formed a group chat, and they text each other like talking about like what could happen tomorrow and what they're just now seeing. And so like whenever like these like little cute romancy moments happen between the 2 like high school students, we see these other characters reacting to it. And one of them is like a department head, so he's like this guy, he's like balding, he's like in his 50s or something. One of them is like an office lady, and she's like, I don't know, in her late 30s, early 40s maybe. And another one's a university student. And so seeing these people kind of living vicariously through these high school sweethearts to be maybe ? Who don't even know each other's names. They don't even say a word to each other for like the first. I don't even. Yeah, it's so funny though, because we get like some of the inner monologuings of the boy, and then we get some of the inner monologuings of the girl. But the real main characters are all of the people surrounding them.
Will they? Won't they?
Dude, it's so peak. So it's like you get the romance aspects through the 2 high schools that they focus on, high schoolers that they focus on, but you get the comedy through every single piece of the world around them. And it's really fucking funny too when it plays out. So I would highly recommend it. It's really, really enjoyable. There's like entire chapters where no words even get said out loud. It's like all group text, or it's all inner monologue. And it's like, it's so interesting because it's like, this was just a train ride.
What a wonderful way to tell a story.
Yeah.
Like what a way to
tell a story. It's so good.
That one really does sound like a freaking blast.
Shady knows what's up. Shady knows what's up. It's called They Are Still Being Shaken This Morning. And it's about 54 chapters going right now. I am on the 4th volume, and it's really fucking fun. It's really enjoyable.
Hell yeah, brother.
Is this on Viz or is this somewhere else?
It is not on Viz. It's not a Shonen Jump. So wherever you find your other manga, yar.
Fair.
But fair. Yeah, I think it's been really fun. And like, yeah, Shady, there's more than just the peanut gallery. Like you get to see this guy's like friend from school who's also becoming like a wingman kind of, and like It's dude, the elementary school kids who were like acting like they were so much older than they were and like talking about love when they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's just regurgitated shit they read from a magazine. And like, oh, dude, it's so funny. It's actually so funny because you get to see, it's like you get to hop from these different perspectives of people from different walks of life who are, you know, some of them are approaching their prime, some of them are at their prime, some of them are past their prime, and just getting to see all of these like different idiosyncrasies, like the department head, the man in his like 60s who's like balding, he uses just like way too many fucking emojis in the group chat, and it's so funny. Like without me even needing to know who sent it, I just know who sent it because there's this character that they build in this very unconventional way, and so I've been really enjoying it, and I think you all would as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh my God,
did you boys hear that? Did you hear that Berserk's coming back? We got a date for new Berserk chapter, June 12th.
Yes.
Pretty big information there. So we got that, and then apparently we're getting 2 more chapters, so 3 total this summer before it goes back on a hiatus in August. So I don't exactly know like how consistent those are coming out, but I saw that information pop today.
Hey, 3 chapters in a year. That's good for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's been like 9 months since y'all got a chapter.
That's on my bingo card. 3 chapters. Literally 3 chapters of Berserk.
That's crazy, dude.
Is it at least 3 chapters or just 3 chapters?
I think it's
another one in like October.
I think it's at most 3 chapters is what I put on my bingo card. I could be wrong.
Hey, you're probably gonna hit though.
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy, dude.
That's a crazy sentence you just said.
Is it though?
No pause here. No pause here.
Could. No pause, baby.
Other brief little tidbits of news. We got a full trailer for Bleach, 1000 Year Blood War Final Core.
Yes, we did.
That dropped in its gas, and I'm very excited for summer. We also got a confirmation that Black Clover will be airing in the fall.
Yeah, in October.
So that is also like. Absolute gas to look forward to. This is a phenomenal year for Shonen Bros, and I'm so ridiculously hyped for both of those.
Dude, it's gonna go absolutely crazy. We're gonna have such a good fall. It's gonna be wild because like we should be getting, I guess, the next core of ReZero at that point, and there's gonna be so much popping. It's gonna be fall season is going to be absolutely dummy, y'all. But so is summer. Summer's about to go crazy, guys. Since we're just talking about news, I have to say it. I'm wearing this shirt. And it's not anime, but it matters. Kingdom Hearts got mentioned, guys. Kingdom Hearts got mentioned for the first time in 4 years. We got a little bit of a gameplay trailer, guys. We got that and the Ocarina of Time remake confirmation the same day. Dude, I cried to both, bro. I just woke up that morning. I'm like, what? Like, the gods are real. They shine their light upon me on this day.
Yeah, I pulled an all-nighter, and I wept when I saw Sora. I was like, dude, he's moving.
Dude, I know.
Yeah.
And pretty damn smooth. How'd you feel about it? Or sorry, go
I'm gonna let Lucas go first.
No. Go ahead, Cody. Well, I'll touch on it after because he mentioned Kingdom Hearts first and then the Ocarina of Time. So I'll wait to cook.
The gameplay for Kingdom Hearts looked really smooth. What I was most interested with was the interconnected story alliance that they seem to introduce with the background cascade of characters. Like the one reference, one character looks very familiar to Arden from Final Fantasy 15. We have what seemed to be a younger version of Xehanort holding an umbrella over Sora. Yeah. The gameplay looked absolutely fucking buttery smooth at like 60 frames a second. I'm so excited. Real. I could yap about this for hours, but to keep it short, I'm very excited and I'm very happy.
Yeah. Genuinely just did not see this coming all, and it coming from a Nintendo Direct is crazy work. I know this doesn't mean much. I'm sure we're not getting Kingdom Hearts soon because we're kind of still in the same area that they've been teasing since Jump. Doesn't really give us that much information on how close we are to this, but regardless, just as a Kingdom Hearts fan, we got to celebrate when we can celebrate. And though it's a small dub, it's a dub, dude, that nobody saw coming. I mean, I told you guys last week, I was like, you better call me if PlayStation announces something about Kingdom Hearts, and of course didn't get the phone call. I knew nothing happened, and then this this, and then this happens, Nintendo Direct next. Like I could not believe it, dude. I could not believe it. I'm so excited, man. I echo everything you said, bro. I love the little tidbits we did get. This is gonna be peak. But Lucas.
But no. I was just gonna say, like, because I'd actually messaged Cody. I saw Cody and Tree watching the Direct, and I'd been out doing errands, so I jumped in their chat real quick and was like, "Did they confirm the Ocarina of Time remake?" And they were like, "Yeah, it just happened." So I was driving in my car and watched the trailer. I know that's irresponsible as hell.
Bro.
And I started tearing up really fucking bad. And then when I got home,
the moment those notes hit, brother, oh.
Yeah, and then when I saw Link in the feed, it was like I just broke. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, right there with you, bro.
But when I got home, I showed Jasmine because she knows how much the game means to me. It's one of the first games that I ever beat all the way through. You know what I mean? Like 100%.
Yep.
Play one of my most replayed games of all time. Used to speed run it. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there and I show her the trailer, and my daughter comes up and is like, "Who's that boy? I want to help him. I want to play this game. I want to play this on Switch too. I want to play this game." And my mother, Zelda's what taught me to read. It wasn't Ocarina of Time. It was Link to the Past, because my brother had a Super Nintendo, and I would play it, and my mom would read off the text to me. So my mom watching me play Zelda, she watched me play it through Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, because she liked the cinematics elements of it and stuff like that. Yeah. So now I get to experience that from my mother's point of view with my own child. Hit me right in the chest.
That's so peak, bro.
I was crying so hard. Like, I'm very excited for Ocarina of Time. Like, even no matter what they do with it, I know I'm going to love it. I know I'm going to love being able to relive this story that has meant just so much to me throughout my life.
Brother, yeah, could not agree more, man. This is something that I played with my grandmother, and like my hands were too small to hold the controller, like for the OG Zelda games. But this was the first game I was able to finally like pick up the controller and like really play. And I was like always too scared to do the bosses, so I'd like throw the controller at her whenever I'd realize I was in a boss room because it scared the shit out of me. But
Golma came out, and little Jacoby was like, "No!"
Oh, dude, for real, like, oh my god, yeah. But yeah, dude, this is just a core part of my childhood. I understand that we've gotten, you know, the HD remasters of it, and it's been ported up multiple times. But to be honest, I'm so stoked for this. I can't wait for a proper ground up remake. Actual proper ground up remake. This is going to be fantastic, and the fact that it comes out later this year, I think like in the fall, right? Like October.
So. There's no confirmation, but I'm guessing holiday season for sure.
It's 2026 though. It is this year.
100%.
Yeah. So. But yeah, I just couldn't be more stoked, man. What an amazing day of releases for me personally, and also like we saw in the chat, you know, like Persona got dropped. I guess One Piece has a cooking game coming and a JJK Survivor game. I don't know about that. But that's interesting. I completely missed those with this other information. It's also funny as hell that Zelda will be competing with GTA 6. I just, you know, kind of love that.
If anyone can defeat it. If anyone can defeat it,
literally, there is going to be anybody. This is the one, dude.
I'm gonna be so real.
The ultimate foe.
Obviously, a massive AAA Rockstar title is gonna do just a crazy amount of money, in sales. But I just think it's gonna get so fucking memed. Like, are people actually gonna take GTA 6 seriously?
I don't think you can anymore. Like it has had such a ridiculous like rollout and all of these issues and everything. Like, I genuinely don't know if people actually care about this game or not anymore. Like, I'm not sure. Like, it feels like a meme to me at this point. And personally, I never really cared about it. Hot take. I mean, and cool. Hell yeah. Like, I'm sure it'll be a great game. If they spent $2 billion on it, it fucking better be. And Rockstar's pretty much all hits, no misses. So like, not a big deal there. But like, yeah, it feels like a joke more at this point than like, okay, GTA. Like, when it comes out, I'll be like, really? Is it out though? Did it really come out? Is this the GTA we all wanted? But it probably will be. Who knows? I don't know. It's gonna be a fun war to watch.
I hope it gets pushed back further, so that it's closer to the Kagurabachi anime, so we can have the enough time has passed, you know, crossover event. You know what I mean?
That'd be peak. That'd be peak. That'd be absolute peak.
Oh my god.
But yeah, boys, I just had to touch on that for a second.
Longer, Elder Scrolls 6, Kingdom Hearts 4, or GTA 6?
Or Fallout 5. No, sorry.
Dude, God knows, honestly.
Right. Are we ready to move on to homework, though? I did not get to watch your guys' reaction, but I'm curious to just hear what you guys have to say real quick.
Did you watch it?
You did watch it. Okay. Cool.
Yes, of course.
So our homework this week was Mononoke, which is not the movie that you're thinking of, but an
not
experience
princess,
to say the least. No princess in this, but we watched 3 episodes of Mononoke. That is live on the Patreon for free in the link below. Shout out the community member Mel for helping recommend this through Lucas. This was an experience. That's the only way I have to say. I don't know how I felt about it. Like
why did you thank Mel? That's what I'm gonna question.
I appreciate her putting us on to this experience. It didn't pass for me, chat. It didn't pass. That is the truth of the matter. Cody is ready to get to it. This was a lot, guys. It was a lot. It tackled a lot of insanely heavy things in literally the first few moments of it, which was just a choice of a place to start, to say the least. Had some pretty crazy caricatures in the first couple scenes as well. I do, outside of that specific thing, like, think the art style was really cool and really interesting, and I like to see anime being done in a way like this. But the peaks and valleys were a little too far apart. It had good moments, but the dialogue was really weird, and like a bit rough in places, like to a point where it actually took me out, not just like simple, like, all right, not the best take for that one thing. It just kind of was all over the place. I feel like it needed to be, like, I don't think the 3-up test is a proper lens to give this show, to be completely fair. So I really want to say that, like, that is not, like, it's not the fault of the show that it didn't bang in 3 episodes, because it kind of goes in like sections. And I think the first 2 episodes are one story, and then the next 3 are a whole nother story kind of thing. Yes. So only getting 1 episode of 3 to kind of finish out our 3-up test into a new story, you know, I gotta be fair for the reasons I'm feeling this way. But through the lens of 3-up test, through only 3 episodes, that was not enough to make me want to watch more. Outside of morbid curiosity, I do have the morbid curiosity to see what else is happening, but it's not like I'm sprinting to watch, you know, episode 4 right now.
This is a partial pass for me. I'll be honest. I got 6 or 7 minutes into the 3rd episode and was like, I feel like if I watch this, I'm going to want to watch the other 2 parts to it, and I just wanted to stop, because I'm not gonna lie, I watched the 1st episode the night that you guys recorded, and then I rewatched it in the 2nd episode today. And I think the first 2 episodes, it's a partial pass for me. I think if I sat down and binged watched this series, I would find it immensely enjoyable. I think it's a Steins Gate effect. If you break it up, if you go through like the first half and then stop and then come back to it, it's not going to be as enjoyable if you watch it all the way through. And I think that's really where it comes down to. I think the art style is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. There is some caricatures in there that are like, what the fuck? But like, I could see the vision, but I think it was also a little try hard in the avant-garde style, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, it felt like they were going a little too hard in the let us be as weird as possible and vague as possible with some of the messages that we're trying to set up and everything. And I'm sure that as you go on into the series, that it is probably explained a lot better. But yeah, as it stands, like I said, it's kind of a partial pass for me. I think if I could have the time to sit down and binge through, I think it's 12 or 13 episodes in one sitting, I would probably find it an enjoyable series completely. But going, like you said, off those first, let's say 2.5 episodes I watched, I don't think it would traditionally pass the 3-up test, but it did get me interested enough.
Yeah. Vex, where are you at, man?
It didn't pass. For me specifically, I think that there's a lot of things that I liked about it, but when you put it all together, it just doesn't stand up well to the 3-episode test. And it's not to say that it's not enjoyable, at least to me specifically. It's not to say that I'm not going to continue watching it, because I am going to continue watching it, but not because of the first 3 episodes, simply because I've seen some clips of the movies that come after the season itself, I believe. and I want to get to that. So I know for a fact I will continue watching this, but it is from knowledge that I have that supersedes those first 3 episodes. If I were only to know what those first 3 episodes gave me, I would probably not pick this back up. But I do think that there is some really solid stories that are being told in a very unconventional way. And I am excited to see what the movies have to offer, specifically because there's like almost a decade in between when the series, like the season came out and when the movie started coming out. And the most recent movie just dropped. And the clips that I've seen from it, it looks breathtaking. So I can't wait to get to that point. And that is why I will continue to watch the series, but not the first 3 episodes. That is not why I'm going to continue.
I'll be your battle buddy for that. I'll be your battle
buddy.
For that alone. Because I have the morbid curiosity, and to that point, like how crazy this animation and art style was for 2007. I would love to see what they do with that in 2026.
We were saying that it could maybe benefit from being these individual stories getting like a movie budget instead of like being broken up into multiple episodes. There's an episode that literally ends mid-sentence. In the middle of what some chick is saying, the episode ends, and then we get to pick that back up later, I guess. But like it is the hardest of cuts, and that just feels very unfortunate. And I think that I think that conceptually, a lot of things that it was trying to do, I see the vision more or less. But if you add a movie budget onto those bubble stories and give them the real shine that they need, instead of just kind of being cobbled together, and you give them an extra 10 years or so worth of sauce to kind of like, and like the industry becoming a bit more streamlined than it was back in like the late 2000s. Then I think there's a lot of promise for what the movies hold, and that is what I'm truly excited for.
Facts. Yeah, this was an experience. That's what it felt like. I really did struggle with the way they chopped these episodes up. Like that was like absolutely an issue. Like I guess it was between episode 1 and 2. But yeah, like just stopping mid sentence and then going into the next episode, but then like it doing the classic like anime thing where it shows you about a minute and a half of what happened in the last episode. Like it was not a very seamless transition for it, leaving us off on such a weird moment. Again, it feels like it's being ambitious, but not being presented in the right format. I feel like that's what it's getting stuck with. If this was nothing but like, if each episode was all together, instead of it being episodic, if we had a 40-minute episode and then we had a 58-minute episode, and however long it needs to be to tell the story, I think this could come off a lot better. But yeah, I think it's fighting itself because of it, because it's trying to be so damn artsy. Like I really think it's getting in its own way for being.
Which is what I said,
no, exactly. Like I think you nailed it with that. Like it's kind of just it's fighting itself. But there's
I think there's a really good story there, but the way that they're trying to present it to us feels a little forced. Cody, did it pass for you, brother?
No.
I assumed by your reaction, no. I assumed by your reaction, you said, "Fuck no."
No, this shit was weird, and the voice acting was. It really just took me out of the whole show altogether. And whenever he talked, like he wanted to be James Ty Furious Kirk, I just can't take him that seriously.
Serious.
Yeah. But that Breath of the Wild fit went crazy.
The fit went crazy, but it kind of, I'm not gonna be real to you. Whatever, it looked more like a homeless Akira from Devilman Crybaby. I'm gonna be so real with you.
Akira. No, that's funny as hell. It was it was something.
It really reminded me of Devilman Crybaby art style, to be honest. And it's like it didn't really have that strong of a pull on me. And then they're like, oh yeah, to really get them on this first fucking escapade in this world, dead babies from a whorehouse.
Yep. Let's just start there. Again, edgy for the sake of being edgy, trying to tell a good, legitimate story, but it getting in its own way, tripping over its own dick to do it, kind of thing. Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe I'll check out the movie. Maybe it'll be a good jumping on point.
Yeah.
Maybe Oda was right. Maybe you can just jump in.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. I hate to say it, I almost want to do that.
No, I'll let y'all know. Don't just I don't think it's intended to be an on-ramp, but I'll let you know once I get there, because I for sure will get there.
No, I believe in you.
But I just don't want y'all to like go in expecting it's an on-ramp and it's totally not, and you're just in the deep end all of a sudden, you know. So I'll for sure let y'all know.
I wouldn't go into it expecting it to be an on-ramp. I would just go into it knowing that I'm jumping a bunch, but hopefully I can enjoy it from this point on. But like, if I were to do that,
that's where I'm gonna add to.
It would be fully aware of I'm doing something that nobody should do for a series, but I am genuinely curious on how this shit looks and sounds and is. You know, and to be fair, there's not enough of an underplot for me to give a shit about what's going to happen.
That's what I was gonna say.
Based
also,
on the 3 episodes that I've watched, like there's no one. I mean, I guess we're rooting for the main guy, but like for what, for why? For, I mean, we are just it's monster of the day vibes.
It doesn't explain to us who the medicine seller is, why he has this sword. It just explains to us how that sword is supposed to be able to affect the Mononoke, and it doesn't explain to us like why he has this responsibility right away. And like, I'm assuming that we might get more of that eventually, but like, I don't know how much I'm actually assuming that, because there's so much that they don't feel the need to make obvious. Like it's like the things that it's like, so I just don't actually know if I can trust to actually understand, like you were saying, that subplot. And if it's only going to be this kind of bouncing from one bubble to another, you know, like one yokai to another, one like that kind of like storytelling, which I'm not mad if that's what we get, but it's like, I'm just saying from the first 3 episodes, it's like, I don't know if I should expect to get any overarching like a backstory from the medicine seller, or if he's just him, you know.
Yeah, very fair.
Gojo 0.1. Gojo
Except for Satoru Gojo,
key free 1.0.
Are we ready to move on to our game tonight, boys?
I believe so.
Are we?
I saw we set up the roll in the chat. I will be having you guys each roll a 1d4. Tonight we are playing a game that I call Is This Character Canon?
Ooh.
Rolling the 1d4 will give you an option. 1 is One Piece. I've stuck with the big 3 for this since we've all seen all 3. 1 is One Piece. 2 is Bleach. And 3 is Naruto. If you get a 4, I will be pulling from other animes that we have all seen. So the 4 is worth, if you answer 4 correctly, you get 2 points. Everything else is worth 1 point. Do we kind of understand what's going on?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a test roll. I'm going to have Jacoby do the test roll, since Vex and Cody are both more familiar with rolling on Discord. The command, as you see in chat. Yep. A 3. Yes. I'll give you guys 1 out of Naruto. And you don't have
Wait,
to
do I have to
this.
call in, or do I get to answer first since I roll?
No, yeah. It's whoever rolls it gets to answer.
Okay, guys.
So no chances to steal or anything like that. So I would say, like, is Yomi canon? You know what I mean? And then you would tell me, is
From
Yomi
Naruto?
canon or not? From Naruto.
Is Yomi canon?
You don't have to answer, because this is not for points. It's just to kind of explain to the audience what's going on here.
Word. I want to do it for the love of the game, though. Can I do it for the love of the game? No?
Of course.
Not canon?
No, yeah, of course. No, I'm saying you can, yes.
Yeah, but not canon.
Not canon, that is correct. All right, so are we ready to play Is This Character Canon?
Let's play.
All right, we're going to be going in a let's play a clockwise motion. Cody will be going first. Roll me a 1d4, please.
All right, I'm going to roll 1d4. This can only happen 1 of 4 ways.
Yes, this will, I need you
unless you're Satoru Gojo, of course.
The roll you get.
Oh.
4.
All right, 4.
I rolled a 4 for chat. That means we're going to be pulling from a different anime than the big 3. And I'm going to do a little Fortnite dance.
Flossing
In
on.
Dragon Ball, specifically Dragon Ball Z, is the character Atla canon?
Is the character Avatar: The Last Airbender canon? I don't think so.
That is correct. Atla is the king of the Arlia, the aliens that Vegeta kills.
Oh, dude, Atlas in Dragon Ball Z though. Yo, dude, we got Avatar in Dragon Ball before GTA 6. Let's go.
Let's go. That is a point, or that is 2 points for Cody already on the board. Let's go, Cody. Next up is Jacoby. Roll me that 1d4, buddy.
We got a 3.
A 3. You're going back to Naruto.
Naruto, I'm on my way.
Naruto.
You guys ever seen the German opening for Naruto? Shit is awesome.
I have not.
Have you
missed
not?
Wait, are you
Am I
serious?
about to introduce you to
Wait, are
Taylor
you
Swift?
100% serious?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking
Oh
about.
my god.
Oh my god. Hold up. Oh my God.
We're
Jacoby,
kidnapping you for a little bit after stream, Jacoby.
Okay, heard.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Alrighty, are you ready, Jacoby?
I am ready.
Is the character known as Bakuto canon?
Bakuto?
Yes.
No, not canon.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
Bakuto is in prison at Orochimaru's southern hideout, and he is introduced in chapter 348 and first seen in the anime in episode 116.
Bakuto. What the hell? Okay. That's crazy.
All right.
I bet the Grippers was out
it is.
too.
Man,
I bet
this
they
is the
were.
most NPC ass looking character ever, bro.
I never said they would be very well-known characters.
I know
if
you
they were,
didn't, but
guys would be
Jesus
able to
Christ.
answer easily.
Looking this guy up, dude, he's ahead in a crowd and they all look the same. Like, it's crazy, bro. He's
I
like
rolled
every
a-
other character when you have one of those images of like, can you guess the main character? He's all the other ones. Literally all the other ones. It's
I rolled
crazy.
a 2.
Good pull there,
Lucas.
though, Lucas, though. That was a deep one. My bad.
You rolled
my
a
bad.
2. That gives us into a Bleach. Jesus, I hate Bleach names. I'm going to be fucking terrible.
Hell yeah, here we
All
go,
right,
boys.
Bex,
Get
tell
these
me,
clips ready.
is Anki Lilith a canon character in Bleach?
No?
That is correct. She is a non-canon character.
Hell yeah. We're on the board. My dog just ripped crazy ass. Did y'all just hear that?
I heard that. I did.
Holy
Cody,
shit,
felt
Rosie. Are you okay?
Cody, roll me a d4, please.
I am going to roll 1d4 like I'm in Dungeon Dice Monster. My name's Duke. Duke, whatever his name.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Duke
Vex
Juke.
is dying in there.
That
Oh,
is-
shit. Rolls a d14.
Dude,
So
I think
cheat.
I
Actively cheats.
actively cheats.
Oh, did I say
hold
D1
on.
for? My bad.
I'm
How did I get a nat 14?
I'm trying. Oh,
Another
oh my
four.
goodness. I have
Cody,
the
what
force
is
switch.
happening?
I had the force switch turned off. I had to turn it on. Sorry.
Yo, it's bad in here, yo. Oh my god. Holy
Gonna have to
shit.
crack a window, brother.
Rosie, what the fuck?
I wish I
feeding
could
that
crack Vex's window. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
Hey, yo.
I think his mic cut out after crack Vex.
Let me. Yeah.
He was talking
Oh,
about
I
a
don't think it
rear
did.
window.
Cody,
Cody.
from
Cody.
Hunter x Hunter, is the character Mike canon?
Mike.
Okay, so like in Hunter x Hunter, you have very memorable characters like Pompa and Killua and Zeno. And I mean, would it really be in Togashi's wheelhouse to put a guy named Mike amongst all these wonderful characters at least once? Yeah, I think so. He's got to be canon.
That is correct. Mike is the guard dog of the Zoldyck estate.
Dude, good.
It's
pull,
Mike.
bro.
It's not even pronounced Mike.
It is
It's Mike.
I'm Midwestern. Okay, we're rolling with it. You got it.
The craziest thing.
Let's go, my boy Mike.
So,
Owned
it's
by my
funny
boy,
'cause, like,
Sasuke.
imagine all the dogs are like have like human names. Like that's my dog George, and that's my cat Michael, and that's my Jimmy Bob
I actually do
Jr.
that with my animals. I always give them human ass names.
Oh my god, dude.
Anyway,
Bro said
shall we move
Mike.
on?
That's crazy.
Jacoby, roll me a D4, please.
Boom 4. This thing's broken. It's giving nothing but 4s. Vec's about to get a 1.
You got a 4?
Yep, I got a 4.
Awesome.
Fo.
All right.
Can I please get a full princess?
Yours will also be from Dragon Ball.
Oh, hell yeah, okay.
From specifically the Dragon Ball anime. Is Mr. Shu canon?
Yes. I think so.
That
Yes.
is incorrect.
Fuck. Damn. Who the hell's Mr. Shu?
Oh, I did misspeak. That is from the Dragon Ball Z anime. That is the tutor that Chi-Chi hires
Rigged.
for Gohan.
Rigged.
Yeah, I remember Mr. Shu.
He literally had a whip. He
Yeah.
literally beat the shit out of Gohan.
Jesus
Crazy.
Christ.
Alrighty, Vex
Oh,
is
this guy.
the
Well,
name
it's
of the
funny
game.
to think about because, like, when you think about it, Gohan was literally getting like the shit kicked out of it by
Did it
Piccolo.
send?
That whip wasn't doing nothing to that boy.
You said it did not?
It did not.
What the fuck? Okay, cool. Very cool. Give me 1 second. This is totally
you're
awesome.
Love me,
Vex said
love
everything
me.
is awesome.
I
Everything
got
is
some
cool.
dice downstairs. I can just start rolling for the boys.
I have
I
dice
got
right
dice
next to me.
literally right
yeah.
here.
But there we go. I rolled a 2 again.
there
More
we go.
bleach.
We go to 2 again. More Bleach. More Lucas pronouncing fucking Bleach characters.
Let's go.
Hey, it can't be worse than Mike.
Shut up.
What are those, Cody?
You're my balls.
Holy hell.
I have balls for traps for D&D. I have for Indiana Jones style things because it's a thing I do a lot. And I have a Spider-Man one, and I have a Captain America.
Hell yeah.
Do we lose Lucas?
Give me 1 second. No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
here. The page is
I'm just
not
trying to
loading.
fit-
All right.
I'm just trying to fill the air.
Vex is the character Charlie Grigsby. Canon in Bleach.
No?
That is correct.
Let's
Yeah,
fucking go.
I would have guessed no on that one as well, having just watched the other two. I'm like,
Fucking
man,
Charlie? Like, no.
Charlie, yeah,
we got
I was
Moist
like-
Critical and Bleach.
yeah.
I can't believe you thought of Moist Critical before you thought of our Lord and Savior.
No, trust me. I thought about him
Don't
first.
fucking do
I can't.
Cody, it is your roll, brother. It is your roll.
I think you should lose a turn.
Now, Jacoby, it is Cody's roll.
Oh, my bad. Don't
Oh
mind
damn,
that.
Jacoby was doubling down on me losing a turn.
No,
He's
yeah,
like,
you
fuck
lose a
Cody."
turn. Oh my god.
A 3.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn the switch back on real quick. I gotta get the-
A 3.
Charlie.
That Naruto.
That is Naruto. That is correct.
Man, when we get One Piece in this bit.
That's what I'm saying. Bum, 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 bum.
How much filler does Hunter x Hunter
Cody!
actually have? Oh, go ahead.
Is
Like,
Kazuma a canon Naruto character?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Darn, man. That TikTok really lied to me. Fuck.
Well, that's what you get for watching it through Reels.
I gotta stop larking.
Alrighty, Jacoby, it's on you now, brother.
Alrighty, let's actually get this rolling.
Naruto.
Running it right back. I'll take a 3.
Oh,
Right,
he killed
from Naruto.
Asuma. In the filler.
Oh, yeah.
It was like,
All right.
I was like, it does sound familiar.
Kobe is
Yes, sir.
Genji a canon character in Naruto?
Genji?
Genji. Yes.
Hold on.
Could I get a
Jacoby.
spelling of this, please?
He could be mispronouncing Ginjo.
G-E-N-J-I. Yeah. G-E-N-J-I. I tried to lock it on whatever the fuck code I was saying.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go, dude. I actually have no idea if Genji. I'm gonna say, 50-50 chance. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna just say yes, but I don't know. But yes,
That is correct.
Let's go.
An elder
Mary.
of it. I'm gonna butcher this. Kiri Gakuri.
Oh my god. Cody
this is
killed me.
legendary, dude.
He's one of the
Let's see who this guy is. Oh shit!
Vex,
I would not have recognized this
me.
guy at all. Okay, wild.
Roll me a 1d4, please. Guys, crazy. We're all One Piece content creators
I got a
originally.
3.
And then none of us
Fuck
got-
my life.
Yeah, you got another fucking Naruto character.
Holy shit, dude! It's all,
Yeah, I'm
oops, all
literally
Naruto.
crying. I want to clip Cody heaving for his fucking life.
Yeah, we gotta get Cody a CPAP or something, bro. He's struggling.
Uh,
This has been the most
Vex.
fun game I think we've ever had.
yeah, thank you. Vex, is Fuki a canon character in Naruto?
Yes.
That is correct. He is a former
one I
academy
knew.
student of Konoha.
Fuck you? No,
And I
fuck
knew
me.
that.
Me.
Yeah, I knew that guy.
And I knew
Alrighty,
that. Yeah.
Cody, roll me
Loading.
that 1d4.
Alright, hold on. Let me
Not a 14.
make sure my switches are on.
It's
Alright.
SS Jai 8 Cody.
Oh, would you look at
course.
that?
Holy
No, 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 I did it. Hold on. That's actually
Difficult
cheating.
piece.
I didn't roll it.
Oh yeah,
That's
okay.
not a real roll. That's not a
Oh,
real roll.
yeah,
I
see,
just
Cody was
rolled
like,
a
"Give me a 4."
Holy shit. Well,
No fucking
Wow.
way.
it was
Wow.
fated.
Cody, the 4 questions are getting harder now. We're gonna move into an anime
Same.
that you are going to have to most likely just take a guess at. This is Detective
Uh-oh.
Conan. Is Iraq a non-canon
Yes.
character? And that is correct. Jesus, Cody. Hell
The
yeah. Cody is
conviction.
leading the game, guys.
The conviction
without a
behind that,
doubt.
yes.
My best friend growing up, it was like we both picked the series. I got Ippo and he got Case Closed. So
Nice.
I have a lot of knowledge, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
That's crazy.
That brings us back to
All
Jacoby.
3 Detective Conan fans are mad at me. Oh,
A motherfucking 3, bro.
I'm about to
yeah,
delete
for the
Naruto
3
as an
This is
Detective.
crazy. Can we roll a 1d3?
No. Jacoby, is Haido a canon Naruto character?
Ido with a K?
Haido
spell
with
it,
an H.
Hido?
Would you be-
Haido. Yes.
When you be slided in her DMs, you'd be like, Hido.
Hido. I'm gonna say Haido, dude. Who the hell are these people? I have no fucking idea. No, not canon.
Jido.
That is incorrect.
Fuck me.
While
dude.
Haido is the main antagonist of a Naruto movie, he is a confirmed canon character in the Naruto series. So sorry, Jacoby.
Oh my
That's
god,
crazy.
that's some bullshit, bro. What? He's only revealed in a movie, but all right, cool. A data book one time said that I guess he's real.
Bro gonna hit me
yeah,
with
dude.
bro gonna hit me with Uta if I roll a 1. Watch.
Yeah.
Some of those characters may come up, yes.
God damn it.
Did we
I,
ever roll One Piece?
Is Shiki canon?
we haven't rolled a 1 this whole fucking time. This is actually
Yeah,
fucking
that's what I was
crazy.
saying. It's stupid.
That dude
The
was the
odds are
leader of the-
astro-fucking-nomical. Roll me a 1d4 minus 3.
Oh
No.
my god. So I
It's
got
not
a
a 1, I'll
4.
tell you that.
Alrighty. Vex. We're going back to Hunter x Hunter for you.
Is Tompa a real character?
Hunter.
Is the character Amoeba a canon character?
A MOBA?
Amoeba.
I'm gonna say yes. This sounds like some
That is incorrect.
fuck.
It's a character made up for Hunter x Hunter: The Last Mission.
I've seen that too. It's crazy.
Yes. Alrighty, we go back to you, Cody. Points update. Cody has 6. Vex, you're sitting at 3.
Fucking.
He's just immediately obliterated by chat.
Oh my god. Can't believe I paused the stream for that shit. Oh my god, dude.
You just pause stream with that, brother.
You pause stream, we pause stream, brother.
Oh my god.
There it is. We
Thank
needed
you,
that.
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie Kirky really was the one.
I can't.
A
dude.
1 has finally entered the chat.
The one has finally entered the chat.
Charlie
Whoa.
is the one.
Is the One Piece character Adele a canon character?
I think Oda's more of a Mac. I don't think she is real.
That is incorrect. Adele is a spotted knife jaw mermaid and one of the mermaid cafe dancers.
Holy crap, dude. What a deep pull.
Literally.
From 1 to 500, how do you even rate that on trivia?
10,000 kilometers deep. Like, roughly.
Dude.
Roughly. Alrighty, we move on to you, Jacoby. Roll me that 1d4, baby.
Let's do it.
Ain't no
Jesus
fucking way,
Christ,
my boy.
dude.
I'm sorry, Jacoby. I might throw you a bone with this one.
Rigged.
Dude, I'll take one if you will. I'm sick of Naruto. Holy shit.
Is the character Haku a canon Naruto character?
There's no
Haku?
way. Why the
Yes.
fuck does he get? No, let's really unpack this because there's no way.
Listen,
he
your
gets
brother has missed every single fucking character. Is
Yes.
it canon?
Yes.
Yes. They
Yes.
are. Yeah, Jacoby
I
has
didn't
2
need that
points
much of a
finally.
bone,
That was
but
the,
damn.
that was
I'll
the
take it.
only generous time I will be in this entire
The
game.
One Piece.
Vex has got a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Piece
The
is
One Piece is
real.
real.
Is
All right.
Random Zombie 45 from Thriller Bark.
No.
Vex would know. It's his favorite arc. He's seen every episode twice.
Hold on,
Twice is
I'm
cute.
doing a
Twice is so
random
fucking
scroll
cute.
right
Oh
now
my god.
to pick your character.
Why did you say that with such sass? You're like, yeah, he's seen every episode twice.
For the memes. Naturally. He
Twice
knows
is
that
an insult.
like the back of his hand.
Twice
Alright.
is literally an insult.
Vex
I know. That's
Vex.
the point.
Hello.
is the character Guido canon.
Yes.
That is incorrect. Guido is from the game One Piece Odyssey.
Dude, we are flipping coins out here. We are just flipping coins.
Yeah, and I'm fucking winning.
Cody, roll me a 1d4, please.
We're actually rolling dice.
I'm putting let me turn on the switch real quick again. Oh.
Cody, a 2, a Bleach character.
Yeah, I'm all about Bleach. I know everything about Bleach. Ichigai, Kurisakai.
If we look at last game, did you not get out on a Bleach?
Oh yeah.
Is the character Corona canon in Bleach, Cody?
Corona! And you know what? With the heavy Mexican influence on Bleach, it's gotta be, yeah.
That is incorrect. This is a filler character.
Damn, dude. Sucks.
I actually would have said this too. For some reason, I was thinking
COVID-19 arc in Bleach. That's crazy.
That's
it
a
is
filler
crazy.
one.
Filler one.
Jacoby.
Because it wasn't
next,
real,
brother.
guys.
If you get a 3 again, I'm giving you something else.
I got a 4. You know, so
you got a 4.
Something
Get
else.
ready.
Not a 3.
Yeah.
It's something else.
You're about to be flipping a coin every time you guys roll 4. I'm making these harder. Is the character Danpai? I'm gonna fucking butcher this last name. Tange. Tange. Canon to Hajime no Ippo.
Yes.
That's incorrect.
Yeah, I've never seen or read a single page of Hajime no
I know.
Ippo. So I think
Fortunate to get
Ippo's the
fucking
only
right.
canon character in that. I don't know if they call him Hajime or what.
He started Ippo-ing all over the floor.
It's
Yep.
great.
Oops, I Ippo'd. Mom, I Ippo'd.
Alrighty, Vex.
Javex, your boy. I rolled a 1. One Piece.
Oh my god. One Piece is real!
Alrighty, Vex rolled a 1. Vex is the character Agi 68 real.
What did you say? I only heard the last.
Agi 68.
Augie 68.
Aggie.
No, that's not real. That's not a thing. That
That is
motherfucker
incorrect.
is not
He's a
real.
member of the Spade Pirates, and he was introduced in chapter 552.
No.
Crazy.
I challenge that. That motherfucker
Yeah,
is
we
not
can test
real.
this. What
Cody.
makes a canon character?
What makes a canon character?
One Piece!
Oh, geez.
The One Piece is real!
All right, give me 1 second here. Sorry. Odie,
so
my Wody boy,
Yeah.
is the character
Oh, God.
Geronimo canon to One Piece.
Well, by George, I don't think he is.
That is correct. Geronimo is filler from Alabasta.
Yippee.
Okay.
Let's never do that again. Jacoby!
Rolling.
Rockin', and rollin', down
Let me
to
get
the
a Naruto
streets
character,
he's
Lucas.
strolling. But
Let me
the
get a Naruto
streets...
character, bro. Chad, I love Naruto. I mean, I do, but like,
TikTok brain rot really got to you, Jacoby. You really hate Naruto.
I know. I mean, dealing with the fandom, dude.
Jacoby is the character I wanna canon to Naruto.
I wanna suck some blood.
What did he say?
What did he say? I wanna. Could I have it used in a sentence, please? No, I'm just kidding. Spell that bitch for me, though.
IWANA.
Okay, I wanna.
Yeah, you got it. He pronounced that correctly, actually.
Yeah, he nailed that one, dude. You cooked, brother. You cooked on that. I'm gonna steal it at this point. Fucking, I don't know. Yes.
That is incorrect.
Fuck me, dude. Yeah, I had no idea.
Fuck me, dude. I rolled a 4. I'm going to crazy land. Going to some random fucking shit I've never even heard of, probably.
That's not true. Vex, Sailor Moon, is the character Jadeite canon?
I'm just gonna say yes.
Jadeite?
That is incorrect.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Cody.
It's time to hit it with everything I got. I'll put everything into this roll with my butt. I will hit this 1d4 a lot. And maybe when I do it, it'll be real. Fuck.
Let's go. Our
Naruto.
favorite category, chat.
Jacoby's only category, chat.
Yeah. I'm letting Cody borrow it.
Let me spit on it.
Please do.
Give me 1 second.
Jesus Christ.
Let me do some tricks.
Do some tricks, dude. Do a trick or two.
Silly rabbit.
Crazy stuff.
Cody is the Vex.
Oh.
Please.
Lever's going back.
Is the character Himatsu canon to Naruto?
Yeah, he was one of the 7 swordsmen of the ninja mist.
You're correct that he's canon, but that's not the case. He's from a novel.
Oh,
He should get points.
yeah.
Get him out of here.
He still gets
Fake
points.
fan.
Yeah, he still got points.
LARPing.
LARPing. No. Jacoby,
We got a 4, baby. It's not a
you
3.
got a 4, baby. That's okay. We're gonna cycle back to the start of the category with Dragon Ball.
Is it like all Dragon Balls? Or just OG
Yes.
Dragon Ball? Or Z?
It's all
or...
Dragon Balls
Okay. All things.
Even
are Dragon
GT?
Balls.
Is GT
and Super.
canon?
All of GT's characters are marked as non-canon, so I won't be using any of them. Jacoby, is the East Kai canon?
What the fuck?
The East Kai? Yeah? Yeah?
That is incorrect.
I that one tripped me up completely. I don't know. Womp womp.
Yes, that is
Correct.
incorrect. She was created for the Dragon Ball Z anime.
Oh, he was just in the anime and just not in the manga?
The
But,
East
like,
Kai,
No,
yes.
you're thinking of North Kai. East Kai is a different representative.
Yes. East Kai is a woman.
Which you
I
would think
rolled a
that if
4.
North Kai's canon.
You rolled a 4 as well?
Yes.
We're going back to Hunter x Hunter. God damn, these Hunter x Hunter names are not that good either. All right.
Lucas, when
Is
he sees
Trink
Mike.
a canon? Shut the fuck up.
He said, this is a
Trink-
tough name. Trink.
Is Trink a canon character to Hunter x Hunter?
Sounds like a slur.
Jacoby's over here losing his shit. I'm sorry.
The mic gets me, bro. Oh my god, that one's too good. That one's too good.
Let me get a Mike check
Mike.
from you all. You know, midstream Mike
1
check.
2
Trink.
Hello there, this
Oh.
is my Mike check.
1. Oh my god.
Trink
Help.
is not a canon character in Hunter x Hunter.
That is incorrect. Trink is
my-
one of Neon's clients that she mentions.
Has Cody just pulled so far ahead that he's just dragging balls on us right now?
Well, it's the first person to hit 10 is
Okay,
what I'm going to
okay.
end. He's at 8. Vex is
Okay.
at 3. You were at 2. Wody.
It's anyone's game, chat.
Roll me a die.
Anyone.
It really is, though.
It's
It's
certainly
time to end it all, though. I'm really gonna show you all how to turn on the roll. So you gotta do this, you gotta do this, and you gotta
blow on it.
Give me a 4.
He got a One Piece character, boys.
On the piece.
I've never seen One Piece though.
All right, you find a random
He's dropping
Piece
it.
character for you. All right. Oh, no, that was a little too obvious. I apologize. Is the character Coburn canon in One Piece? Why is Cody losing it right now?
Chat's
Chat,
just cooking a little bit.
chat is cooking indeed.
Are they cooking me?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah, with Mike. Yeah, understandable.
Nope, not with Mike. Chat moved on from Mike.
Which one? I didn't.
Loki's form? Say it 3 times fast.
Don't forget the R.
Either way, Coburn, canon character or not, Cody.
Coburn.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Oh
Coburn
my
was
God.
believed
Oh my-
in the
Did
Shanty
you just
tribe
win?
400 years ago.
No, that's
yes.
only on a 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but Cody does need one more point.
Wody's one away. Is it my turn?
It is your turn. A 4, Jacoby. Lock the fuck in, bro.
Oh, I know what he's doing. He's typing every time I turn the switch on, so he's getting the 4s. You naughty, naughty dog.
I'm gonna keep it in Dragon Ball for you, Jacoby.
Let's do it.
Bum 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 bum.
I'm gonna get a point on the board, chat. I'm gonna play today.
Is Mr. Popo a real character?
Wait, I have
Is-
1 point, right?
You
I
have
one?
2.
Yes.
I have 2.
Mike was Aoki's.
You have 2, I have 3, he has 9. That's what I'm pretty sure.
All right, either way. Lucas, you got 1. Let's do it.
Yes, is Android 12 canon?
12. I feel like they start. They don't start at 16, but like, I don't think so. I'm gonna say no.
That is incorrect. She's confirmed
Fuck.
canon by Akira Toriyama. She was an
What?
android created. Yep, by Dr. Zero.
I mean, to be
If it's
fair,
not shown in the
to be
canon of the
fair,
manga,
the
then
creator-
it's not.
and dude also said that all the movies and everything are canon. So with that logic, we can say every named character in Dragon Ball history is canon at this point. That's
fair.
crazy. Android 12.
Yeah,
Yes,
Super Dragon Ball
Android 12.
Heroes exist. Everything exists.
There's a lot of canon in Dragon Ball. Yes. Vex, roll me a 1d4, please.
Sure thing, Britter. 1 second. Oh my god. Here we go. I got a 2, so bleach.
A 2, a bleach.
It's been a while since we've
A
Oh.
bleach.
Oh, I thought Jacoby just lost power and he typed it in chat. Might be.
No. I'm here.
It's just such a
I've
frequent
lost my
occurrence.
metaphorical power because now this game is targeted against me.
When it always has been, kid.
Yeah, but I'm just going with chat, okay? Shady made a point. I agree with it. Leave me alone. Leave us alone, dude. Let us have our conversation while Lucas figures this
Leave
shit
me
out.
alone.
We
Leave me
are having a
alone.
conversation.
Me and Brittany alone, dude. Leave us both alone.
Me and you are also allowed to have a conversation too. I'm allowed to.
I didn't hear
Is
you.
Tetsuo Momohara canon to Bleach?
Tetsuo Momohara. Yeah, that sounds Bleach. Yeah, they're canon.
That is correct. He is a classmate of Ichigo's, whose story was expanded on in Our Soul Existence. That is correct. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Vex. Wody, you have a chance to win here.
Let me and Shady have our private chat on our public discourse in a public server. Why are you reading our message?
I know, dude, this is a huge invasion of privacy, honestly.
Yeah. Oh man, let's go. Is that Bleach?
It is
Two?
Bleach. My good friend. Is the character Eleanor canon to Bleach?
Yeah.
That is correct. Or that is
Oh,
incorrect.
God.
My bad.
Oh,
no, that is incorrect. My bad. It's a
God.
non-canon character. I'm so sorry. That is
dude.
incorrect. She's an
This is like when Steve Harvey misannounced who his universe was. All right, go next.
One Piece.
Finally, goddamn, took you long enough.
For
Unk?
Kush, I've got to say Needhog as fast as I can, real quick. No,
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Let me mute you. Like, oh my God.
Is Gonzo a canon One Piece character, Jacoby? Is Gonzo a canon One Piece character?
One Piece is so hard, dude. There's a billion characters. I'm gonna say
There
yes.
is. That is incorrect. He's from a movie.
Sick. What movie is he from?
Sick.
The giant mechanical soldier of Curry Castle.
What the fuck?
Keep them coming. I
Yeah,
rolled a
my
one,
bad.
baby. The One Piece.
You rolled a 1. The One Piece is real. All right, let me give you another good one.
Oh my God.
Is the character Serrano canon to One Piece?
Serrano, like the pepper.
Yes. Yeah, like Cyrano.
No, not canon.
That's incorrect.
Idiot,
My
dude.
goddamn life.
He was made canon.
Damn, Jacoby.
When
Whoa.
Monsters, when Monsters was made canon, he was made canon.
The conviction in which you were just ready with that.
He's an idiot.
He's a fucking idiot.
I want y'all to
Let
feel
me
like me for a
respect Cody
second.
for
Yeah,
another
you're
chance to
projecting.
win the game.
Oh, let's go. I know every character in Boruto Dad's show. I'm the best.
You got a 3.
Yeah, that's Boruto's dad, right?
Yes, that
Yeah.
is.
He's so overrated.
Let me see.
doesn't even do
Finding a
anything.
random
I'm so glad he's Rasen gone.
Is the character
Jesus.
Hoki, Hoki, canon to Naruto?
No.
That is correct. Cody is our winner for
Oh,
tonight.
finally.
Hold on.
Are you dead ass?
100%.
I'm dead
Like
ass.
for real,
Bullshit.
for real.
Oh my god. Wow. It's been a minute.
Welcome back, Cody.
Last
Yeah.
time you gave your choice to Vex, so Cody hit.
All right, and this time I'm giving my choice to me because y'all are gonna go experience some peak. Y'all are gonna watch Noragami.
Noragami.
Okay.
Give me with the synopsis, baby.
It's about a loser god who falls out of touch with human society because nobody worships anymore, and he wants more people to worship him. And a lesser known god meets up with him, and they got to team up to earn his renown back.
Fuck
That
yeah,
sounds
brother.
fun.
This sounds awesome.
I've heard great things about this anime. It's in a lot of people's tops.
I've never heard
Pause?
of
I
it,
don't-
if I'm being honest.
It's really good. Yeah, Mel knows Pete. Mel knows ball. I know Mel knows ball.
Mel
Can't
always
believe
knows-
Mel
yeah,
made me
okay,
watch
Mel
Mononoke.
Always knows ball.
Never gonna let her live it down.
Jesus
All right, with
Christ.
that and roasting our girl Mel, I think it's a good time to end out today's stream, guys. Chat, thank you always for being here with us. Wody and I will be back on the Straw Hat Lucas channel here soon on a Thursday, I believe next Thursday, for some more One Piece D&D finally with the Sakura Pirates.
Let's go.
Very excited for that. Anybody else got any promo to do?
Just keep an eye on the Patreon. Me and Vex have been filling it up with some Link Click as well. Link Click is going crazy. We have 4
Insane.
episodes of season 2 up right now. And you just best believe we will be talking about this anime when it comes out in October with season 3. Lucas and Cody, I would love to see you guys be able to hop onto this train. I know Cody's talked about it. Lucas, I know it didn't necessarily hit for you. I ain't gonna force you, but just saying one more time, like season 2 is, I mean, like me and Vex are talking for way too long after every one of these episodes. Like it is
True.
just groundbreaking.
Shit, I gotta make a game.
Me and Vex with the ancient Magus Bride.
Dude, I mean, like for real, like it's got to a point where we're like, all right, well, we just got to wrap it up and watch the next.
I legitimately
episodes.
think it's a 10 out of 10 so far. Like from what we've seen, it is a fucking
Actual legitimate 10 out
phenomenal
of 10.
season.
Yeah,
Can't wait for
phenomenal.
season 3.
Cannot wait. And dude, we're only halfway through season 1.
Yeah, I can't wait for the end of season 2, but definitely 3, you know, after that. But yeah.
Facts. Now, so just check that stuff out. We have stuff dropping every week. We also have Bo Furry, another episode on the way tomorrow. Bo Furry season 2 as well. So yeah, check that out, guys.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Hell
great
yeah.
game,
man.
Lucas. W game.
Everyone, tell your
was
PP
fun.
that you love it.
Damn right.
And
Look down,
we're
say
out.
love it.
We gotta go. Goodbye, chat.
Yeah, we gotta go now. Have a beautiful time.
Bye.